It is a little bit weird.
Weird.
It is a little bit weird.
Weird.
No.
It is a little bit weird. It is a little bit weird.
What a pervert.
What the fuck is going on?
And it makes me cry. Look at that. That is a frickin' predator right there.
Perverts.
Here we go.
Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you aware?
Oh, great.
Hi.
Uber cars. Uber cars. Blue chew. Blue chew. You're a moron. You're a moron.
Hey, it's me. Guess who?
Oh no, Grimes?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You're not welcome on the show anymore. Goddamn Grimes. Typical Grimes. Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the program. Oh my god. What a lot of great things we got today. Oh man, it's going to make you say,
You're a moron.
it's going to make you exclaim.
You're a moron. You're a moron.
That's right, we got Grimes again. We got Grimes again because she's what did Grimes do this time? Let me see if I can bring this story up. From Pitchfork. In 2012, the controversial indie blog Hipster Runoff briefly, that name would never happen in 2022. Briefly went offline due to an apparent hacking. A decade later, Grimes is claiming responsibility for the takedown. Oh, wow, you do hacks, Grimes? Oh, Grimes, you do hacks? Are you there?
I do hacks. I do hacks.
Don't start singing.
Hacking away. Hacking away.
Ugh, that's horrible. Stop that. She'll come back. She'll explain what this crap is all about. She claims to have blackmailed the blog over an unflattering post. Could there be legal ramifications? Find out more in the link below. Laura, are you there? Oh my god, this is...
Yeah, I'm here.
Laura! Laura alert.
What up?
Hi.
Laura,
I'm
what's
sorry
up?
to say I'm in a really bad mood.
Why? What happened?
I just got back from like something fun. I'm doing air quotes as I'm speaking.
Ooh.
Something fun that my company wanted to do
Ooh.
to treat us. But meanwhile, I have to work on the weekend and basically at night as well.
Oh, God.
'Cause
What is this? Can you tell us what this quote-unquote fun thing is?
We went to play some VR games where the main goal was to shoot a bunch of zombies and each other, you know, in separate games. But my personal goal was to not smash into people, so it was a fun game of personal space. And then afterwards, we did some axe throwing. Yes, you heard that right. My boss basically said like, "Oh, what should we do for our company retreat?" And I just said axe throwing. And so we went axe throwing. I
That's a
suck
thing
at
here.
it.
That's a thing here too that people be doing. I see that in a lot of Instagram
Yeah.
posts.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm the only woman at my workplace, so I guess the axe throwing was a big hit. But yeah, my boss was like, what should we do in June? And I was like, I don't know, I just want time off."
There we go. Now we're talking. Yeah. You could be like, yeah, we could go axe throwing all on our own time, all on our
Yeah,
own
exactly.
free time.
And he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you have to work on the weekend, but I'll make it up to you." And making it up to you is like, let's go get Burger King. Seriously.
Oh boy, jeez. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. You know what? That's
Yeah.
all people want. They want like give me more time off. I don't want any of these little fake perks. I don't want to. But what if this happened, right? You go axe throwing with your boss or whatever, and your boss is like, "Hey, it's good that we're axe throwing because you're about to get the axe, aka you're fired. You're fired."
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way.
But yeah, okay. So I don't want to keep on ranting. I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck.
Yeah, people are saying in the chat, this is the worst guest ever. They're saying.
Oh.
No.
Oh yeah. Yes. I can see corporate woodcutting retreat. Pile your own cord. Yeah.
They say they're also
I-
saying they're saying we should switch back to the normal time of doing it at 8 p.m. Central so that Laura can't come on anymore. Man, it's brutal.
No.
It's really brutal. No, I'm glad you can come on now, Laura, because that sucks. Like we used to do the live show at a different time, and it was like 5 a.m. your time.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it's bad.
Well, will you
But,
keep us updated on all this? Are you okay with this job? Or are you ready? You on the verge of you want to get out of this thing?
I'm on the verge of walking out. I'm not even kidding.
That's so funny. The idea of like a bunch of people going to something that's supposed to be fun, like axe throwing or video games or whatever, but they're all like, "I gotta get out of this shit," you know?
Yeah, and it was so terrible. And the fucking worst part is that the reason that I'm crunching right now is a project that hasn't even been finished yet, for which the deadline I will not meet. And my boss has already made a deal for a sequel to this project. And he didn't ask me. He asked no one. So I'm just gonna say, listen, we're not gonna do the sequel of this, or I'm walking out.
Oh boy. Oh, you said I'm walking out? That's pretty badass.
Well, I will say that.
I did say that in my imagination.
I will say that. I'm saying it now on the stream so I can gain some accountability.
I
and
got an
hopefully
idea of what
say
you
it.
could do to this boss. You could say, this is the extra work I'm willing to do. And you hand them an envelope, and he opens the envelope and it has nothing in it, you know?
Yes,
like from
yes.
True Romance, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well,
You know, yeah.
Laura, I'm so glad to hear from you. Will you come back later? How about come back later?
Yes, I will.
All right.
What is later?
Whenever you want, just come back in the thing. I'll be your first priority, okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Good.
Classic Laura. Classic Laura on her bullshit. She always on her bullshit, right? I think we have Grimes on.
Grimes alert!
Hey, Grimes. Thank you so much for coming back on the show.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Well, it actually is a problem.
Why?
Take a guess. I'll give you a couple guesses.
The baby.
Oh, wow. One guess only needed.
Yeah, one guess only needed. You're still looking for that baby?
Why do you bring this up every time? I had one little issue where I couldn't find my baby, and now it's every time I'm on the show. Where's your baby? Where's your baby?
Yeah, but have you actually found the baby yet?
Again, it's somewhere in California.
Like, yeah, it's a pretty big state, Grimes.
Yeah, it's fine. The baby will. This is what I say. This is how I live my life, okay? Yeah, are you familiar with this sort of idea of like, going with the flow?
The idea of that?
Yeah, just sort of like, like yoga type people?
Yeah, yoga type people.
Yeah, those kind of people, they're always like, oh, like, I'm having too much stress. I need to.
It seems kind of, I don't know. I don't totally know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid this baby. Oh, I lost my baby. What a big deal. What a big deal. Oh, like in our society, it's like, oh, everything's such a big deal. Like, you can't find your baby for a couple months, and it's, no, I have to feel bad.
Okay. All right. So anyway, there's a story that came out that there's some blog like a decade ago that you're saying that you hacked into.
Yeah, I did hack. I did a major hack on that one.
Okay, so you hacked into some blog because they did a negative review of you.
Yeah, I did. Pretty proud of me, aren't you?
I didn't know that you were like what would we call it, like a programmer or like a hacker?
Yeah, big time. Oh, I see what's going on here. Oh, Grimes is a lady, so she can't do hacking. She can't do STEM.
That's not at all what I'm saying. It just seems like you are the kind of person who does musical shows, and I don't know, in 2012 you were kind of like just walking around with a backpack on.
Exactly. Walking around with a backpack that was full of coding books and learning books.
Okay. So you hacked into this website. Can you explain maybe like how you did this hack?
Yeah, actually, there's a kind of hacking. It's pretty technical that I'm gonna go ahead and guarantee that you wouldn't understand.
That I wouldn't understand.
Yeah, that you definitely wouldn't understand. Where it's called social engineering.
Okay, so you don't know how to code.
You're a moron.
You don't know how to. Social engineering means you like convince somebody to like let you in.
That's not at all, dumbass. Can I say dumbass? Can I say ass on it?
I guess so, yeah.
Dumbass. You dumbass. No. I do know how to code.
Okay, so then how did you get into the back end of this website?
I convinced a guy.
Okay, you convinced a guy.
Yes. I said I would be his girlfriend.
Okay, so you convinced some programming guy to let you into the. You said you would be his girlfriend.
Yeah. I don't know how to code. I was lying about that too.
Oh my God, typical Grimes.
Anyway, I gotta go. Look, actually, I gotta go pretend to find this baby.
Pretend?
Yeah, there's actually the the state of California actually they devote some kind of public resources money to people who have lost children.
Okay, this sounds really bad.
Yeah, you actually get like a couple $1,000 because it's like, I can't work, because I'm trying to find my.
Yeah. Oh my God. So you're taking public money because you lost your baby?
Yeah, as long as I like fill out some forms that I'm like kind of looking for the baby.
Are you?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, not at all.
Okay, cut her off. That's weird. That was a pretty weird interview, I'll be honest. Get Grimes out of here. Good Lord. Nick Nitro, are you there?
I am here. How are you?
What up? Hey, what's up? Cool name. So we're off to a good start with the name. How are
Good.
you?
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, how are you doing? I'm loving this new time. It's Friday. It's kind of cool.
I think a lot of people like it more, especially our international homies.
Oh, yes.
They're like, I don't want to stay up for you to be saying whatever dumb thing. Whatever dumb thing Grimes is, I don't want to be up at 4:30 a.m. my time to listen to that.
Well, I thought it was worth it, but that's okay. You're an international man is really what I think of you whenever I see any of your videos.
Thank you so much.
Grimes actually wants to thank you too.
Thank you so much.
Oh, well,
you
of
so
course,
much.
Crimes too. My
Thank you.
apologies.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Okay. Well, what's Nick Nitro? What's up with you? What's going down?
Planting potatoes today.
Oh wow, how's that going?
I don't know. We'll see. I'm nervous.
Do you
I'm
kind
nervous,
of know
nervous.
what you're doing, or is this just sort of a out of nowhere thing?
It's more of an out of nowhere thing. I mean, I work.
Mm-hmm.
I actually community organize farmers.
Oh, cool.
But I don't know anything about it. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Potatoes seem really easy. I have one that's like growing on my counter right now without even soil or anything. It's just growing like, stuff out of it. I probably won't use that one because it looks kind of gross, but I'm like, I can grow a potato. I think I can do it.
What was that thing where it's like a potato? You could connect a potato to a battery or something. What was that? What were
I never. That's like the classic high school or middle school.
Yeah, when I was in
science
high school, that was all the rage. Connecting a potato to a battery.
Everyone's obsessed with like solar panels on their roofs. What if we just did potatoes in the garden and just kind of just hook that into my, Tesla?
You have like just a sack of potatoes connected to your car for energy. With the Tesla though, all the potatoes would probably like catch on fire or something, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You gotta eat all these burnt potatoes.
Yeah, just hand them out. That's right. That's right.
So,
Sorry, my Tesla's burning in the middle of the street here. Here's a potato.
Here's a burnt potato. Well, I like this. So you're trying to it sounds like you're kind of trying to, I kind of, when I interact with these farmers, I kind of want to know what I'm talking about, Yeah. I want to have some of the maybe some of the potato lingo, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
And yeah, and I'm like, actually, you want to trade? I got some potatoes. I'll take some carrots. And I'm like, wow, you grow? Oh, I'm a grower. Definitely a grower.
Somebody in the chat says Devo grows potatoes because they called themselves Spuds. They called their fans Spuds supposedly. But I like that. So now you're technically a grower. You could be like, I'm a grower too. And then
you and me both.
And then what if somebody said, what would you say if somebody said, will you show me your potato? What would you say?
I would be like, it's kind of a personal thing growing. And as a farmer, this too. Like, that it's really just a labor of love. And my love is, more separate from yours.
But there's a phrase you could say if you're a grower, but you don't want to show your potato. What phrase would you say?
I don't know. Yeah,
I'm trying to get you to say a pervert thing, but forget it. Don't do it. You didn't take that's very classy. You didn't take the bait. I like that. You were like, I'm not going to drag the show into the mud like that. Well, that's good. Are you excited about this potato? Do you wake up like a kid on Christmas, like at 4 a.m. and you rush down to look at what's going on with the potato?
Oh yeah, no, of course. You gotta check it daily. You gotta feed it compost. And one person I rely on a lot right now is Kowalski from Nebraska. Majority Report.
Oh yeah,
call-in guy.
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
actually, I have no connection to him, but I do like listening to him.
All right. Well, look, I enjoy your lying that you're doing. I like it. But Nick Nitro, anything else before I let you go? Will you keep us updated on this potato?
I will. You're inspiring more for me to pursue my 4-day work week. So I'll start closing the day off at like 1:00 my time on Fridays.
There we go.
Yeah, get on it. So thank you, RM, for the great excuse to do that. And I'm still working to get you on Majority Report. They seem to always bring you up like once or every other week. Somebody, not even me, writes in.
Wow.
Maybe it's you that's writing in.
Yeah. I have a bunch of different like sock puppet accounts where I'm like, hey, you should let this guy on. He's a good guy, man. He doesn't have enough views, dude. Like I could just start doing that. That's pretty well. Thank you for doing that. I mean, obviously, I'm a big fan of Sam and Emma and all that. So I don't know. Who
Sure.
knows? Yeah, who knows, man?
Let's go to a live show someday, you and I. I've
do
been
it.
meaning to do now that they're doing them.
Let's do it.
Let's find a ticket sometime. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we'll just throw you on stage.
I'll be like, hey, I'm on the show technically, and then I'm brutally beaten by security.
That's right.
All right, Nick Nitro,
Perfect.
I love you. Talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later.
Bye bye. Good guy, Potato Boy. He's a bit of a potato boy, people say. Oh, one of the topics. So I did put 2 topics in the little community tab, which no one will care about. Guaranteed. I've tried to do this multiple times on the show. We're like, hey guys, topic of the week is good. And people are like, nope, we don't want to talk about that. I got my own thing. I got my own thing to talk about. And it's a potato. There's a potato somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I have a potato. Did you check out the topic? Potato, I said. Giving that guy a hard time. He's a nice guy, and I'm glad he's doing his taters. Glad he's doing his little taters. Maybe he's gonna make some of those Chick-fil-A type fries, you know? Ketchup nets, I call those potatoes. Those fries. Ketchup nets. By the way, worst fries, I'm gonna have to go with In-N-Out on this one. They're barely cooking those things. Barely cooking those things, man. But anyway, 2 of the topics I put, I forgot about this movie, this Philip Seymour Hoffman movie from early 2000s called Owning Mahoney. And part of the reason I listened to the last TrueAnon episode where they're talking about the legalization of sports betting and how there's going to be probably a bunch of new gambling addicts and how these gambling companies kind of like make all their money by finding whales and all this stuff. So I was like, oh, you know what? One of the best gambling movies, Owning Mahoney. Philip Seymour Hoffman, probably, honestly, there's so many like Paul Thomas Anderson movies, Boogie Nights and all this is probably a lot of people's favorite with Philip Seymour Hoffman. Then this movie that like is out of nowhere, you know, didn't get a lot of publicity, nobody knows it, is probably his best movie, in my opinion, about a guy, a banker, a guy who works in a bank in Canada who just starts like taking money out of the bank and going and gambling with it in a brutal depiction of a gambling addict. It's, man, so good. Man, so good.
Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you aware?
It's great when he beats Vegas. Yeah. Yes, Synecdoche, New York is really good too. That's another good series. That one's yeah. He's always in something really sad. He's always in something really sad. A lot of people love Liza too. A lot of people love Liza too. But that's a sad. Synecdoche, New York, and Love Liza both very sad. Maybe that's why I like Owning Mahoney more. Maybe we could talk about that. Best gambling movies. Hunger Games classic. Arm Brown, can you talk about the growing tension around the potential civil war between live stream fans and Discord reactionary fans in the Arm Brown community? Civil war? Or the Discord people, look. The people who go to the live streams who are on YouTube for this show, they're generally very polite people who want to do good in the world. You know, they want to have meaningful relationships and do, you know. Then you go over to the Discord, and it's just the worst perverts you've ever heard about in your life, you know. They're posting pictures of feet, who has the hottest foot, you know. They're doing various pervert things. You know, I don't know. There's one thing I have to say about it.
It is a little bit weird. It is a little bit weird.
But, oh yeah, okay, so there was Owning Mahoney. Doubt is good too. Good call by Pian. Doubt. Doubt is very good. Doubt is by the guy who did Beneath the Skin or whatever that one is called, the Scarlett Johansson movie. Scarlett Johansson movie that feels Hard 8. Yeah, Hard 8. I'm gonna write that one down, of course. How did I forget that? And of course, Hard 8, one of the best Philip Seymour Hoffman scenes where he's like, I don't wait for old people. Hard Eight holds up. Hard Eight holds up. Probably still one of the best Paul Thomas Anderson movies. Somebody says owning baloney. Very good, man. Very good. Uncut Gems is good. You know, I think we have Julia Fox on the line.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hey, it's me.
That's how Julia Fox sounds?
Yeah, I sound like this.
Okay. So you sound like Grimes.
Yeah.
So what were you talking about on that thing where everybody was making fun of you and now you're a meme?
I just said that I was Josh Safdie's muse and Uncut Gems.
That's how you said it?
Yeah, do you want to hear it again?
Yeah. What? So you were on some show, some like sex show on YouTube.
I don't know.
Yeah. And you said what again?
It's like I was Josh Safdie's muse and Uncut Gems.
Okay. Why do you talk like that? Good God, that's annoying. Julia Fox, everybody. Wow, that's rough. I guess I get why it didn't work out with old Kanye. Okay, but yeah, those were the two topics that I put that nobody gives a rat's ass, frankly, about. Oh, The Devil Knows You're Dead. Yeah, that is a good movie. It's the guy who did Dog Day Afternoon and all that stuff, I think, right? Is it? I could have that wrong. Speaking of Safdie brothers, Devil, what is it called? Heaven Knows What. That might be one of my favorite Safdie brothers movies. Capote is good too. Man, I gotta write these down, okay. Yeah, Capote's amazing. Capote's amazing, but he's not really being Philip Seymour Hoffman in that movie, though. Capote, Doubt. Yeah. Man. Yeah, there's so many. Somebody just says The Godfather is a good movie. Hey, I want to chime in. How about Godfather? That's a good... Oh, yeah. Mr. Ripley. He's in Mr. Ripley, too. Again, though, it's the same as Capote. He's not being himself. He was being some kind of a snob in that movie. Can we confirm Brett Cooper's age? I'm pretty sure Brett Cooper's 33, right? If somebody has some info on Brett Cooper, because she's a Brett Cooper. Punch Drunk Love, yeah, where he plays the angry. I wonder, we probably get dinged if we play that, right? God, that's a funny scene where he gets into it with Adam Sandler over the phone. That's maybe Philip Seymour Hoffman's like best at his best when he just comes on and he can be really angry and yell at somebody, like in Punch Drunk Love. Where's the community tab? You little butt. Also, when we were getting an RM Brown t-shirts, I don't know, like the thing about t-shirts is that like I don't really know how to make that work. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these t-shirts are like super cheap quality and crap. Like I don't know how to get the production right on producing t-shirts. Well, anyway, okay, so what I was gonna, there was Owning Mahoney. I was gonna say, hey, this is a lesser known Philip Seymour Hoffman, a lesser known PSH. Check this out. It's about gambling. We're in some time where maybe gambling's gonna become more of a problemo for some people. So there was that. If you've seen it, come on, let me know if you liked it. But also, the other topic I put is, you know, we have a lot of artists and crap in this Discord community. You know, people, as we say, involved in the artistic community. And one thing I was thinking about is you know, there's like a thing, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have this, if this makes sense. You tell me if this makes sense. But there's a thing where like, whether it's an album or a movie or something, and you kind of have a preconceived notion about what it's going to be. Like you almost create your own version of what of what it is based on this incomplete information. Like, oh, I saw the album cover, or I heard people going bop, 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 saying things about it, or I heard an maybe like a little piece of an interview about something, and then you kind of like put together, oh, like this is what I think this is. If you're an artist, I think that's like, if you put together something that you like, it's a good way to go make something. Like, oh, I'm gonna make what I thought this was before I actually saw it. And one thing that I realized that I had that for really big was Euphoria. Because all I heard was like people talking about Euphoria. And they were like, oh, it's a very graphic, sexual, and it's kids being bad and all this stuff. So originally, this is gonna show my age probably, but originally I thought it was like gonna be the 2020 version of Kids. The 90s, horrifying 90s Larry Clark movie Kids. And it's not at all. And I was trying to figure out what about it makes it not that, you know? Like what about Kids was different? And I think the thing is that like Kids had no clear moral center, which I think was what kind of made it scary too. Was that like are they like vouching for this stuff? You know? And also Larry Clark was kind of a creep, sort of. He was an ambiguous kind of character. Or maybe he wasn't a creep, but you could like, maybe he was a creep, you know? Casper, somebody says. So that's what I thought Euphoria was originally, but Euphoria clearly has like a moral point of view, where it's like, this main character Rue is doing is wrong, and we hope she gets out of this, and she's ruining all her relationships. But originally I thought it was going to be like no moral center, just like a drug addicted teens in high school, and like, you know, just all this stuff with no moral point of view. So what I'm wondering, you know, if there's some filmmakers out there, what would Kids 2022 look like? A movie about kids with like no morality, no moral center. Arm Brown, I thought Squid Game was a reality show at first, where one person doesn't know what's going on, and all the rest are actors acting like they get actually shot. Yeah, me too. I did have that thought. Of, oh, is this going to be is this going to be a sort of a Truman Show thing? Kids versus Gummo? Definitely Gummo. Kids doesn't hold up very well. I mean, I like the way it's shot, and it's interesting to see those people like Chloe Sevigny and all them who are like ultra famous now. Rosario Dawson. You know, it's shot really interestingly, but it just, I don't think it holds up. But Gummo does hold up. All those Harmony Korine movies, I think, hold up pretty well. 2022 Kids would be an America's Funniest Videos like show, but it's just TikTok. Yeah, it would just be TikToks, I guess. Do you think all those free Palestine signs are giving Israel the wrong idea? Oh my god. The best part of Gummo is when Review Bra dance. Let's spread that rumor that Review Bra is the guy from Gummo. Start one of those like urban legends. Okay, anyway. That's my little incomplete thought for the day.
That's great, man. Good job.
How are you, Zizek? What's going on?
It's great. I'm having great time. Do you know what my favorite movie? What you're talking about?
Somebody brought up Gummo.
Yes. Do you know what my favorite of that guy is?
What?
Trash Humpers.
Trash Humpers?
Yes, he made this movie about these guys. They're humping the trash. And you know what I do for that? I make if I go out on first date.
If you go on a first date?
Yes, if I'm going on first date, like on Bumble or something, I say, do you want to watch a movie?
Uh-huh. This is a first date.
Yes, this is first date. do you want to watch a movie, I say? And they say, yeah, sure, let's go. And then I put on trash humpers.
That's horrible. It's like a creepy movie.
Yes. And they say, oh, I think I left something in my car. I have to go down.
Yeah, your date says I left something in my car.
Yes, I have to go get something out of my car, and I'm like, well, hurry back. You don't want to miss anything from trash humpers.
And then what happens?
She never comes back.
Okay, yeah, that's not surprising. Trash Humpers as a first date movie. Not great. Not a great idea from old Zizek. 50%, are you there?
We're here.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, it's Asian Piano Man and Mike again.
Somebody says in this channel is just some R word, some R word, doing an impression of Zizek for a bunch of tanky incels. Hold on, I gotta get Zizek to answer that.
That's not right. Why is that guy saying? That is the pot probably calling the kettle black, am I right?
So you're saying he's probably
Yes, he's probably incel. Because why is he saying that? If he's not, why is he under saying that is my point.
Oh, wow. That's pretty harsh. Zizek, that's actually a little bit harsh.
Yes, I have to go to the bathroom now. Bye-bye.
Oh my god. Sorry about that, 50%. Zizek, he's always chiming in on his bullcrap, you know?
I feel like he might be judging us on the whole 50% thing.
Yes, I think so. One more thing. Somebody says along the same topic, have you seen a movie called What's Up Rockers from 2005? Actually, that one is pretty good. Yeah, that one is pretty good. It's like a satire of Hollywood, sort of, about these Hispanic skater kids. I think they were supposed to be Mexican kids in LA, kind of going through Hollywood, and it kind of like, from what I remember, it kind of roasts and skewers Hollywood a little bit. That's a good movie. A lesser known Larry Clark movie. I would suggest that. What's Up Rockers from 2005. Anyway, 50%. What's up with you?
What's up,
Hey,
bro?
man.
Hi, dude.
We gotta check back in on you.
Okay.
We're both from Austin, so we
Oh,
want to
right.
make sure you're okay after Monday, after the tornadoes.
I don't even know anything about it. Did things get destroyed?
Oh, yeah. So there was one tornado that hit right where 35 and 45 meet. I think it's like up near Round Rock.
No way.
And it took down like a light pole.
Oh, it took down a light pole? So was that the...
Yeah,
oh, did anybody get hurt? Well, before I laughed, did anybody get hurt or anything?
I think actually everyone was fine.
Oh, thank God.
Climate change is fake.
Oh, dude. You know what? I have to chime in on this.
Okay, what?
I think that it's just overblown with this climate change.
Zizek thinks it's overblown.
Yes, I think they're trying to do it because they hate businesses.
They hate businesses. Okay. Anyway, yeah, but that's pretty horrible, man. I'm glad nobody got hurt though. You know, I didn't.
Yeah.
It was late at night, right? Or was it early in the morning? I don't even know.
Oh, it was like mid-afternoon. Like I think it started around like 5 p.m. that day and went on for like an hour or two.
Okay, so not too big a deal. We can conclude, right?
Yeah, like I think a few things got blown around here or there, but I think there were miraculously no fatalities.
Somebody asked in the chat, hold on, what is this? Where is it? So what's the Corinne movie with Werner Herzog? That one's called Julian Donkey Boy, I think. That's the all shot on DV movie. Off topic completely, but need to know if Arun has seen Psycho Magic by Jodorowsky. No, I have not, but I like Jodorowsky. Okay, sorry, 50%. Well, besides this devastating thing that happened, what's up with you two?
Not much, man. I really wanted to ask you, I saw last week that you shouted out the death of Razor Ramon Scott Hall. Rest in peace.
Yes. I when I was a kid, you know, I watched some of that stuff. After I heard that he died, I was watching through some of the old clips, and I was like, this guy's pretty funny. Like, kind of unintentionally funny. I mean, rest in peace, you know, but a lot of those clips are like, you know, they're so like 80s or whatever, 90s. They're so funny.
Yeah, for sure. He's like, they were definitely like in on the joke right at the time.
Yeah.
But like in retrospect, there's a little bit of cringe still.
Definitely a little bit of cringe. You know, like I don't know what people were thinking back then. You know, there wasn't a lot of consideration for a lot of history and stuff back then, you know?
Sure. History, also just like generally like cultural, cultural issues, right? Like they were very like culturally insensitive with like some of their like Russian characters and Middle Eastern characters.
Oh yeah. And like, I don't know, like a lot of stand-up comedy was like that too. It was just like oh, doing just doing an Asian accent is like hilarious, you know? Like that was
I'm not agreeing with you.
No, like no. Wait, hey, hold on a second. I'm not saying it was hilarious, but that's like that was comedy back then. You know, it was just like I'm gonna do an Asian accent, and that's like the whole joke. You know what I mean?
Sounds like Steven Crowder's current comedic strategy.
Yeah, he's sort of trapped in the mid '80s with his comedy a little bit.
Yeah, he's like just finding MTV.
Exactly. Well, what else is up with you two? What up? What's going on? What's going on in town? Did you guys do any South by Southwest? Grep?
Not that much, but with things opening up, and I think they just announced like we're no longer in stage 2, so I've been getting out of the apartment more, going out for sure.
Very good. I tried to go to one thing. I saw the girl from Pussy Riot play.
Nice.
I got lucky on that one, but then I tried to go to this other thing, and I was like, yeah, all right, I'll try to do some South by Southwest, and then I drove past to see like what's it look like, and there was like, now at South by Southwest, it's like to get into anything you're gonna wait like 2 hours, and I was like, forget that. There was like a line around all the way around the block. It's ridiculous.
Was it at least free if you waited for 2 hours?
Yeah. But, you know, you pay in your 2 hours wasted standing out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, 50%. Go ahead.
Can the other 50% ask you a quick question?
Yeah, totally.
All right, did you see the deleted scene from the Batman that just came out?
No, with the Joker?
Yeah.
I'll tell you my take on it, which is that it probably could have gotten cut out, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
nothing too, you know, it's fine.
Also, like, the audio mixing on that scene was really bad. Like, it was really hard to make out what they were saying.
You know what I will say though, I like the detective vibe. I like Batman going in there with a file that he wants Joker to look at. You know, I like the detective angle, but the joke, I think I mean, not to be an asshole, but I didn't find anything too interesting about the way the guy was playing the Joker. I didn't think that the Joker was saying anything too interesting. I didn't really like the look that he still. I mean, it's like it's a good touch on the lore of the Joker, I guess, that he was all like chemical burned and stuff. But I don't know. It didn't. It's just like, I don't know. Like in the end, like the Joker and all this crap is supposed to be kind of fun, you know. Like you have. I feel like they can't always find the balance between it being fun and them trying to do like the dark version of Batman, if that makes sense, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's why I think people liked the Dark Knight whatever Joker, is that like, yeah, it was dark. They were sticking to the sort of Heat version of Batman, but like he was still fun. It was still fun. Like he was still like a wacky character who got away with everything, and he was always a couple steps ahead, you know. Like that's why people liked it, I think. You know, like you can't go too far into the like wanting to make it realism, you know, wanting to do a realism thing, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys like it? Do you think they should have kept it in?
No, but I will say, you know, it's obviously like it's tough shoes to fill, right?
Mm-hmm.
After Joaquin and Heath Ledger.
Absolutely.
So I'm willing to give it like I'm willing to see how it plays out in the full movie whenever we presumably get a full movie with the Joker.
It'd be cool if Joaquin, you know, we saw the sort of Martin Scorsese version of the Joker with Joaquin. It'd be interesting if then they just put Joaquin Joker in a, you know, superhero Batman, right? Would that work, you think?
I personally can't see it. What about you, Mike?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know if it really like, because kind of what you were talking about, like I feel like Joaquin's Joker, like he doesn't really have that element of fun, you know, that like that Heath has. So
right.
It's more just kind of like all doomer, right?
Yeah, exactly. His whole thing is, yeah, that was the doomer Joker for sure. So yeah, but it would be weird. It would be weird because it would have to be a total switch. Like, oh, back then he was doing the gritty thing, and now he's suddenly like a goofball or whatever. Somebody says you can't go Joker, or you can't go darker than The Killing Joke. Yeah, The Killing Joke is pretty dark. That's the one where they shove Commissioner Gordon through the roller coaster where like his daughter's kidnapped and all that. That's pretty dark one. That's a pretty dark one, man. Well, you know what? I would say I was excited to see it, and it's a little bit disappointing, but what are you gonna do, right?
See how it plays out in the movie.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when the next Robert Pattinson. What do you think of this idea of letting, you know, Werner Herzog do a Batman? You know, some of these crazier directors. What do you think?
I don't know. Let me turn that question back around to you. What do you think, Aram?
I mean, yeah. This is the whole. I think this is the whole point. The whole point, like, I don't know. Like, are you gonna take a okay? So this Batman was probably like the most politically coherent of the Batmans, right? In my opinion. Like Batman, you know, they understand. They took the criticism that Batman is propaganda and and they were like, okay, we're gonna take that into account with this Batman, right? But like, even with all these better politics in Batman, what are you more doing when you go to see a Batman? Like, I need to learn about like, I'm going there to basically read like a Noam Chomsky book, or are you going there to be sort of surprised by what spin they're gonna put on the Batman, what it's gonna look like and feel like? To me, it's more the look and feel thing, right? Like it's more the like, what's the spin gonna be, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in for either one. I feel like a lot of people will go in like wanting a good mix of both, and then just end up complaining that they didn't get like exactly what they wanted.
These people always crying about it. All right, well, 50%. I love.
Sorry, RM.
Okay,
I just have one other quick question.
Go for it.
So if you had to, if you could only use one drop for the rest of your streaming career and YouTube career, what would it be?
No, good question. I'm gonna say
you're a moron.
You'll hear that later. Bye. Love those guys. 50%. Many call them, not me. I gotta figure out a way to. God damn it. Well, the tech problems on this stream, man. What's this other story?
Completed its hearing for Judge Ketanji Brown.
Let's see. Okay, so this guy Mitch McConnell, people don't like him. I don't know why, man. He seems cool, man. Seems like a cool guy, dude. I don't know. See what he's got. What kind of crap he's up to.
The Judiciary Committee has completed its hearing for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. I enjoyed meeting the nominee. I went into the Senate's process with an open mind, but after studying the nominee's record and watching her performance this week, I cannot and will not support Judge Jackson for a lifetime appointment to the Supreme Court.
Wow, man. You know what? We actually, so now on the show, it's crazy, but we were able to get Mitch McConnell, this guy Mitch McConnell, on. Let's see if we could get him.
It's me. I'm here.
Mitch McConnell, thank you so much for being on this crap.
Yeah, actually, I really love the show. I really love the show.
You love the show?
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I like the drops. Can you play the I'm a moron? Can you play that I'm a moron drop?
You want me to play, not I'm a moron, you're a moron.
Yeah. Well, what is this? What does it say? What did they say?
He says, you're a moron.
You're a moron. Can you play that one?
Okay, hold on.
You're a moron.
That's how you laugh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a weird laugh. Okay, so you're kind of a chicken.
I'm a chicken man. Yeah, I'm a chicken man.
So people, I guess, are upset about you because all upset with you because you are not, for some reason, not voting for this this lady for the Supreme Court.
Yeah, I just don't think that they're gonna do a good job.
Okay, but you did support that guy who was.
He was crying. I did support that guy who was crying. You know.
Yeah, what was he crying about? That guy.
The Supreme Court guy.
Yeah, the Supreme Court guy.
I think he wanted a beer. I think he wanted a beer or something.
He wanted a beer, I think.
Yeah. I'm thirsty. I need a beer. I need a drink.
Yeah, he wanted a beer. Do you drink beer?
Well, you know my backstory, right?
What's your backstory?
My daddy is a human.
Your dad's a human, yeah.
And my mom
is a
chicken.
Okay, that can't be right.
They fell in love. They fell in love. You know how they do. Sometimes they fall in love with the chicken, and you go back there and.
What is that?
That's them. You know.
Okay, that's gross. Well, yeah, you're kind of an odd. You're an odd bird. You have one of those old guy, like what would you call?
Like a turkey neck.
Yeah, you have a turkey neck. Anyway,
I gotta. Is Zizek around?
Is Zizek? Are you a big Slavoj Žižek fan?
I love Slavoj Žižek. He's always talking about things I like. People in Kentucky, the people of Kentucky love Slavoj Žižek.
Okay, all right, bye. Good God, that guy sucks. His mom's a chicken. That's weird. Oh, Man Meat Rana, thank you so much for the $20. He didn't even put a comment. He just wanted to give the $20. That's so nice.
It is a little bit weird.
Thank you so much. Man, oh man, that Mitch McConnell with that turkey neck of his.
I got that turkey neck.
Okay. I don't even know what he's on about right now. People are asking about this new girl. What is she called? Girl Ben Shapiro? We could watch a Girl Ben Shapiro video. Oh my god.
Hey guys, it's Brett.
Oh my god, with this ad, man. Let's watch Girl Ben Shapiro real quick. See what she got to say.
Hey guys, it's Brett Cooper. Welcome back to the comment section. So unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure you know.
Hell yeah, dude. Already.
It is a little bit weird.
Memes.
What the fuck is going on?
This much, I'm a kid, and this must be for me because of memes, and I'm on board for whatever the rest crap she says.
Know that Daily Wire just launched a razor brand, and the response has been wild. For a bit of context, Exactly 1 year ago, Harry's Razors, which was one of our biggest sponsors,
Are you aware?
pulled all advertisements with us after a Twitter account.
So this is what they're gonna do with this girl Ben Shapiro? Just have her promote whatever dumb crap they're doing on the main channel?
With 2 followers, accused us of being transphobic after Michael Knowles said that there were only 2 genders.
Are you
Harry's
aware?
responded by ending their relationship with us and saying that we had inexcusable views and that there were values misalignment, which is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. So naturally, we decided to make our own razors. Jeremy's Razors.
Behold, Jeremy's razors. Yes, they're real. Yes, they're fabulous.
The trailer dropped on Tuesday.
So we're talking about an ad. She's talking about an ad. I love that Harry's did that though. They're like, yeah, why not just like, what's like, you're not gonna advertise with them anymore. Just say, yeah, they're a bunch of bigot lunatics. Hey, we're Harry's Razors. We're not advertising anymore because, yeah, have you watched Ben Shapiro? The guy's a psycho. He's a little antisocial sociopath. He's a lunatic.
Hey, take it back, moron.
Okay. All right.
I don't like what you were saying.
Why not?
Because it's me and you hurt my feelings, you piece of crap.
Okay. By the way, are you like, Do I
have feelings?
Yeah, do you have feelings?
Check this out. Yeah, I feel bad.
So you probably don't, right? You don't have human feelings.
Oh no, I feel emotional about something. I have a normal human response to things.
You're not a normal guy, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Let's see what else Lady Benita Shapiro has to say.
And last night, when I was writing out these points, it had 2.5 million views. Just now, when I checked to confirm, we are at 4.7 million views.
Yeah, that's what happens when, right, you bought a bunch of advertising. That's what happens. Can you believe we spent another $100,000 to advertise this dumb piece of crap and now it has more views? Wow.
Awesome. Yes!
I just want to show you a couple clips of it. Shameless plug, but also
Here we
it's
go.
just cool. Like, this is our CEO, Jeremy, with a flamethrower.
Play the whole thing. Epic, base epic, man.
Are you aware?
Then buy my new razor instead.
I mean, that's so cool. He also drives into the commercial in a McLaren. Everything about it is dope. People in the comments were giving me life. The God King just launched a whole new product line entirely out of spite. Nothing more manly than that. Yeah, they're not wrong. This is the type of it, I'll do it myself American mentality that allowed us to cross the Atlantic, conquer the Great Plains, and put us on the moon. Godspeed, Jeremy.
Oh man. Oh man, this is like a Philip Seymour Hoffman movie. It's like the story of an actor who things didn't work out in Hollywood and now she's got to do this. She's got to the eternal torture of doing whatever Ben Shapiro tells you to do.
Get out there and talk about the ad. Female me. Get out there. Do it. Say he's cool. Say that nerd looks cool.
Oh my god. Harsh words from Ben.
Jeremy's Razors. I love that us creating a razor company is up there with, crossing the Atlantic and landing on the moon. We're living in great times, folks. This is so incredible that I'm almost tempted to sign up in spite of my world champion beard.
Not the beard!
Literally, that's what my brother texted me. He has a huge beard. He does not shave. I sent him the trailer, and he was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I'm going to buy it. Okay, but the best part of this entire thing is the absolute trolling that is happening on Harry's Razors social media accounts. So I went to Twitter, and mind you, they have not posted in months. And they have had no response to their new competitor, even though we literally put up billboards outside of their headquarters. But
somebody says, yeah, everything about this transphobia-fueled razor company is cool. Yeah. Very cool, man. Hey, do you want to shave? Hey, do you want to shave? By the way, I think this is funny because, Ben Shapiro's going to start plugging this razor company too. And people have noticed, I think Sam Cedar talked about this, Ben Shapiro is the worst at shaving. He always has the razor burn crap all over it.
Hey, do you want to look like me? Do you want to look like me?
Get this, dude. We hate trans razors.
It's called, what is it called?
We hate trans razors. It's for people who want to look at themselves in the morning while they're shaving and say, I'm filled with hate today.
Okay. I'm filled with hate today. You think that's a good way to start the day?
Yeah, it fuels you. It fuels you.
Ew. Why are you saying it like that?
It fuels you, the hate. Oh, God. Anyway, I gotta go back to my tub made of oil.
Your tub made of oil?
Yeah, have you seen Dune? That's actually where I sleep, too.
Like that oil man in Dune?
Yeah, that's where I sleep. Anyway, is Zizek here?
You like Zizek, too?
Yeah, we all... Me, Mitch McConnell, all of us the lunatics, we love Zizek. Anyway, I gotta go number 2. Bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah, jeez. That's, yeah, I do. You know what? I'm trying to start this. Sometimes it's hard to get motivation early in the day. You're like, oh man, I'm just not feeling it today. But then you're like, oh, you look in the mirror and you're like, oh yeah, I hate people who are different than me. And then you're like, ready to go. Yeah, time to go.
But that has not stopped the internet, and that is why I love what I do. If you know as much about razors as you do about integrity and fortitude, you probably make a pretty crap razor.
Hell
It's about
yeah,
as clear
bro.
as you can be.
Oh,
Products
shit,
for all
dude.
men? How about all the other 57 genders? You're a toxic company and I won't have it.
Oh,
Just throw the wokeism back in their faces.
Oh,
Yeah, then we got
memes.
into the memes. This one goes Harry's razors right now. A little bit of Raising Arizona. It's great. Okay, this is one of my favorite meme formats to begin with. And Jeremy's face on it is just chef's kiss. It's hell hath no fury like a god king scorned.
Does anybody know, does anybody in the chat know what this guy, they keep calling this guy, he's like some investor in the Daily Wire. They keep calling him God King. Does anybody know? Are they just doing like inside jokes? Does anybody know what this is? Is this just like, this is like Laura at her like office community team building thing.
Oh, he's the God King.
Like it's just that sort of awkward office behavior. Hey, yeah, God King, man. He's like walking through the halls in the office. Yeah, great, man. Great joke. Good job. Are the checks still clearing? Yep, great. Great, man. Imagine you have to work for the Daily Wire. Pretend these people aren't crazy. God King from Dune is a giant worm. Is it a Dune reference? Forgive me for fapping to this deep fake of Ben Shapiro. She's cute. Let's get in the chat. She's cute. Yeah, she's totally cute. She does look like a female Ben Shapiro, though, I have to say. Femme Shapiro. 100%. Which, you know, Ben Shapiro's cute. We can all admit that Ben Shapiro's cute. So you make a female Ben Shapiro, it's inevitably going to be cute. KB says, yeah, she's cute. Somebody says, Eck. She looks like she's 12. Oh, boy. Okay, great. She is very cute, just like Benny. Her personality ruins it. Yeah, of course. No, Dune is God Emperor. 100% cutie alert.
And it's Jeremy by the grave of Harry's razors. It's perfection. Average hair.
I mean, I think she could have a real career outside of like pandering to the worst psychos in the country, but you know.
Harry's razors user, average Jeremy's razors enjoyer. You're not wrong. Everybody knows that woke men are beta. This one's probably my favorite. Yep. Switched from Harry's back to Cornerstone. Won't support a company ran by woke lobotomized idiots. I love that. But Vic, now you have to switch from Cornerstone to Jeremy's razors. I mean, the choice is obvious.
Yes. And it's the choice of a new
No,
generation.
these memes are killing me, man. These memes, dude. These memes. People in the chat are saying Ben Shapiro is hot. Okay, who's hotter? Ben Shapiro or girl Ben Shapiro? Let's get a poll in the chat going. Yeah, boomer memes. Everybody's saying girl Ben Shapiro. Oh, somebody says Ben. Abby. Somebody called her a dollar store shoe on head. People are saying Benny's sister is the hottest. Girl Ben for sure. Pretty mixed, but it's looking like girl Ben.
The response has been overwhelmingly
By the
positive.
way, I've been getting slammed with this ad. Not just on my like ruined account where I watch all this crap, but on my non-Daily Wire account as well. Just they were just blasting this hilarious inside joke of an ad.
Positive, and it just goes.
Yeah, somebody says like the blazer with the Target, Led Zeppelin shirt. What's good? You know who does this, by the way? Maybe the next time I talk to him, Ben Burgess. This is not a good look. The blazer with the graphic tee underneath. Don't do, guys. Come on, guys. And I say that as somebody who every time I edit my videos, I have some kind of food on my sweater. So I'm clearly the one who should be from my Ivy Tower, telling people about their clothing choices. Hot take, I don't like Shoe on Head. She seems to be right wing. I haven't watched enough of her videos. She seems just more like a troll. Right? Hasn't she been around since the times when all that really mattered on YouTube was like, there's a lady on a college campus who's cringe, like that. Isn't she like kind of that kind of thing? She used to be right, but she moved left. Yeah, she was into Gamergate or whatever. A lot of these people are just like trying to make content, Like a lot of people on YouTube, it's like they're not like, here's my real beliefs. They're just like, how the F can I get people to find this in this ocean of bullshit? So maybe that's it. I don't know. She's a contrarian. You know what she's got from what I've seen of her? She's got the Aubrey Plaza, or I don't know if Aubrey Plaza. She's got the Aubrey Plaza vibes, obviously, but she's got the throat. She's kind of talking. She's kind of talks down in the throat a little bit. Not that anything's wrong with that, but that's all I remember about her. She's like, it's me, Sean Head. It's me. I talk way down in the throat. She talks way down in the throat a little bit too much. Let's move that voice up into the mouth a little bit more. Is all. So just ripping some lady who I've seen maybe like half of one of her videos. Oh God, I forgot. All over the floor, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, what's up? All over the floor?
Hey, what's up, bro? Doing great?
Doing great, Slavash.
Oh, great.
Doing great.
What do you think of my lectures? Do you like them or you hate them?
What do I think of your what?
What? Hold on, let me try say this again. Do you listen to me, goddamn you? Listen better to me. Do you like my lectures?
Yeah, I think he's asking, do you like his lectures?
He's a lecture.
Do you like my lectures?
I love a good Slavash lecture.
Oh my God, hold on, you're coming.
Him on Ben Burgess. I love hearing you talk about NFT farts and why they're not good. I love Slavash.
Do you like... Okay, when I go on Ben Burgess or all this crap, do you like how I do monologue the whole time? I don't let anyone get word in edgewise. Do you like that?
And then you just go on a tangent and make up an example on the spot. I love it.
Yes, exactly. Or I go into one of my bits, I'm like, oh, This reminds me of something, and then I pretend I'm just thinking of it, but it's one of my classic bits, you know?
Yes. Oh, very, very clever. That's very clever.
Yes, I have those bits. I have those little comedy bits loaded and ready to fire.
Locked and loaded, yeah.
Locked and loaded, anytime ready to go, and then that will block out a good 5 minutes that can be just me talking.
Mm-hmm.
That
of
seems.
course. If you say enough of those, no one else can get a word in, and they don't know what you're talking about.
Now you're talking my language. I like you. This guy knows.
Yeah, he knows what you're trying to do.
Yes, I'm just trying to block out, dominate the whole conversation with hearing the sound of my own voice.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, I think that's what it is, right? Right all over the floor. He's just trying to.
He likes the spotlight. What can I say? He loves the spotlight.
He loves the spotlight. He's dancing around. He's tap dancing in that spotlight.
Thank you for bringing up this razor controversy here. This is some hot and spicy discourse for sure.
What do you think? What do you think about it?
I think it's all fascinating that that this is like their new revenue stream, and then like on top of that, they're having their own content creators make reaction videos to the advertisement that they made to then like capitalize on that whole like, you know, self-reflective self-critique process.
Yeah. You know what it is? I've talked about this. I worked for a company that was basically, I bet people, if they dug a little bit, I'm not going to say it, but they could find what company. It's based in Austin. But it was basically like, and I think they would even admit this, that it's kind of it was like...
You worked for them?
Yeah, I worked for them. It was an internet marketing scam company, basically. And they would do all this stuff where they would upload these videos that were just like, they were pretending to be real content, but they were just trying to drive traffic to their crap and then plug
like drop shipping type like content creators.
Yeah, they had stuff like they sold like supplements and stuff. I think they call it white labeling, where it's like it's just like a generic like they would sell like testosterone pills that were just like it's just like herbs and caffeine basically,
and they're just slapping a label on it,
and they just slap a label on it, but it really, I get the vibe. I get the same vibe where it's like, hey, we're gonna run all these ads, but we got to make sure we suck everybody into this thing that we produced, and plug this stupid crappy product that we're making too. So we're going to like interrupt like something that's pretending to be real content. We're just gonna because we don't care, because it's not real content. We know, and most importantly, we don't see the people who are following us as anything other than potential revenue streams.
Yeah.
We're just gonna interrupt this whole thing to plug this crap and basically make an ad pretending to be content. I get the same vibe. It's like internet marketing crap, internet marketing scam crap.
And what's like, I think the whole like aesthetic of the ad is like, it's like that hustle culture like idea, like, oh, we made our own razor company because we were canceled by the other razor company. See how bootstrapped we can be. We can pull up anything by its bootstraps and be successful.
I mean, there's something like innate about people that like feels really bad to be like kicked out of the group or whatever, to be like feel like you're being kicked out of society. So a lot of people who feel like that's going to resonate with them, of like, oh, we can't be kicked out. Like, you don't kick us out. We do our own thing. And people are going to see them as like underdogs and all this stuff. But of course, like, none of that works, because these are people who their whole belief system, like that guy who wrote that book, The Reactionary Mind, talks about this. Their whole belief system is based around maintaining a hierarchy with them as the people on top of the hierarchy. So you can never be the underdog, you morons, you idiots. Even they know that.
Yeah, and it's not like these companies are like marketing towards trans people because like it does anything besides serve their bottom line. Like they just want more people to buy their razors. So like coming, like, you know, I don't know, being vocal about how you're against, you know, a razor company just merely trying to you know, push its sales, and then, you know, taking that issue and then turning it into the whole culture war conversation about you know, trans identity in schools, all the problems that are going on in Florida and Idaho, I think. But
Yeah.
it's just very interesting how like they're able to like pick something from the pop culture war, I guess, whatever you want to call it, that they you know, continue to push and then attach a product to it, like market it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just like that shows you that it's not, I mean, it's not politics, it's just marketing. It's like it's sort of like people who are like, you know, I'm a pickup truck guy, or I'm a Coke guy, or I'm a Pepsi guy. That's their version of quote unquote politics, is like, we're like the anti-woke crowd, and so okay, here's a product to sell to you because you identify with that crap. That like that. It's so like hollow and empty. And even if we did take it seriously, like, yeah, like, oh, like he's like like correctly named boring guy says in the ad, he's like, there are only two genders or whatever. It's like, even if we did take this seriously, it's like you don't just have a different view of opinion, like it's like bigotry, and like it's not
Absolutely. It's not, yeah, and that's the other thing, is like, it's because they like the real issue that they're harping over is like skipped over in this video that you were just watching. Like she kind of just like says it as if, well, because the audience will implicitly agree with it. Like she says it like, because we had a difference of opinion about there only being two genders, and then says something like, yeah, right, or, you know, almost as if it's because like the ideas are already like treated as if they are correct, that they never get questioned as to like whether or not they should be questioned, right? It's the whole implicit bias thing. It's a lot of different layers, but it's very interesting how they don't ever address the actual issue, which is like, is trans existence like real and valid? And like, let's look at all of this like data that says that it is.
Exactly. I mean, I think that supports the whole thing of they don't care about that. It's just purely, I get that from watching these Daily Wire videos, is that this to them, a lot of them might not even believe some of this stuff. You know, I mean, who knows? You know, there could be some like deep hatred, probably. But I also get the feeling sometimes that these people are just like, that they just see these people as like a target market. Like, oh yeah, the sort of bigoted, the bigot market. We've really cornered the bigot market. It's like,
definitely feel that way about Dave Rubin, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because of how he's treated on his own like programming, and like the fact that he just continues with it, like he stays with them, continues to be like bigoted towards even people who also identify as gay, like himself, and like it seems so obvious to me that it's like astroturfed, that it's just for the money.
It's just for the money, and obviously like Dave Rubin is a rich guy. Like I don't know if you guys out there have looked up pictures of his like LA mansion and all this stuff, but like at the same time, like I don't know, like I feel like I have a totally different definition of wealth, which is more tied to freedom. Like, isn't that what people are going for when they want wealth? Is they don't want to be beholden to anybody. They don't want to be like, you know, anybody's like servant, you know. There's that, but maybe somebody like Dave Rubin is just like, no, I just want a mansion. Like, I'll do anything for a man. Like, you don't care about being totally beholden. You don't care about lying. You don't care about what you're doing is destructive, and that the people you're pandering to are, you know, I mean, borderline mentally ill and probably need help more than anything. all that goes
bigoted towards you, towards your identity.
Exactly.
That you have absolutely no control over.
Exactly. Yeah, he's the most extreme version of that sort of selling out, because it's like they literally like. And the thing with the baby people were talking about is so funny, because it's like that's supposed to be like this beautiful moment in your life when you have a child. That's supposed to be this great beautiful thing. And you look at the people who follow him, who are supposed to be his supporters, really, and they're all disgusted.
Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to like raise a child, and that's like a horrendous thing to say. That's awful. Like, and he just continues to support ideas that terminate with the idea that gay people shouldn't exist, and that's awful. Like, it's really, really terrible.
It's gotta be. It's such a weird way to view the world that I think Dave Rubin and people like him do, which is that the only value is money, but it's also like it's just like I need a mansion. I need the nicest car. Like it's they're like slaves to this crap. Like they're slaves to these like products, Like like when I see Dave Rubin, that's literally what I think is like he'll sell out all that stuff. Literally like his I think he has 2 kids now, right? He'll like sell out one of the things, like throw in the garbage one of these things that's supposed to be like a peak life event. Your first and second child. He'll throw that in the trash because I gotta have the LA mansion and the whatever, the car and all that. And it's like, that's just such a weird choice,
Absolutely,
it's such a weird choice. And not only that, like you could see the dead Dave Rubin eyes when he's doing his little bits on YouTube. You're also selling out your career. You're selling out like what you do all day. It's a bizarre choice,
Yeah, and he started on the Young Turks network, right?
Yeah, he did like clickbait stuff on the Young Turks.
And then he like just went further and further right, which is again interesting. None of this was what I was gonna talk about.
All right, hit us up really quick. Hit us up really quick with. Go for it.
It was really just about the fact that South Carolina is the only state that bans drug felons still from receiving federal food assistance, and that's a bad thing. Basically, every independent study shows that if you are formerly incarcerated, your rates of recidivism go significantly down if you have access to federal food aid. And there's still 27 states that restrict it in some capacity, and it's all thanks to Bill Clinton in 1996. That's my fast pitch.
There we go. I mean, if anybody wants to, if you have an extra $2, I did a review of Christopher Hitchens' Clinton book from the late
very good.
Yeah, very good, late 90s. And like, man, if you the Bill Clinton's presidency was a big turning point for like a lot of bad stuff that we're dealing with now. And I would even argue
like the idea of like the New Labour in the UK and like conservative Democrats, like it was a very interesting time for how far right the Democratic Party shifted.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's funny to even think that there was a time, where they were like even conceived of as like a pro normal people party. And now it's just like Clinton was one of the big nails in that coffin of like, nah, he's gonna do things that are purely for rich people and just kick poor people right in the face, in every conceivable way possible.
Yeah, every single way. And like the bill he passed, the one that's still in effect in South Carolina, it's only for drug felons. So it was only punishment for like people who were just like selling and or doing drugs. They can't get food from the government anymore.
Yeah, I think that's exactly why the left hates, why everybody hates the Clintons so much, is it wasn't just it wasn't just like pure open like greed, like Joe Manchin, I guess, or whatever, Christensen, like people who are just like purely all they care about is money. They attach to it this like underclass morality of like, you need to be trained to be a good you're not a good person. The reason you're poor or the reason you maybe went to jail or whatever is because you're a bad person and we're like your parents and we need to like show you how to be good. Like there was this weird morality attached to it that makes all their right-wing policies even more disgusting. I think that's a big reason for their...
Absolutely true. I work in the public policy space specifically for food aid, and it's really fucked up a lot of the time.
Oh, you got to keep us updated on what you're doing and how that's all going.
I absolutely will. Thank you for having me on.
Later, all over. Yeah, come back. Let us know what you're up to.
Of course.
All right. Bye. Good guy.
Great guy. But I did hear a rumor about him.
You heard a rumor? This is an unsubstantiated rumor.
Yes, unsubstantiated.
Yeah, shh.
Unsubstantiated rumor.
Yeah, so what is the rumor?
You know he does food aid?
Yeah, like you said.
But I think he keeps a lot of that food.
Okay, come on, Zizek.
He says, oh, we got some sandwiches, we got some subs, all this crap for you, for these people who are in need.
Yeah, they're in need.
And he just says, I take this home.
You think he takes the food home?
Yes, it was supposed to be for poor people. They come in, they're like, I need food because I don't have any. And he says, oh no, we're all out. But guess what the reason is that they're all out of their food?
Because
he took it all home. He put in his trunk of his car. That son of a bitch.
Come on, Zizek. It's a guy clearly trying to do something good for his community, and now you're making these accusations.
No, it's not accusations. I have videotape of him.
Uh-huh. And what's he doing in that videotape?
He's rushing down the street eating hot dogs.
No, that's you.
No, it's him.
So now you're trying...
Yes, now I'm trying to get out of me being in that video.
Man, what a waste of time Zizek is having on this show. Somebody in the chat talking about the Soviet Union. As Noam Chomsky has pointed out, the Republicans can't be upfront about their real agenda. So they hire people like Rubin and Shapiro to pretend it's about other topics than serving the rich. Absolutely. Glass-Steagall legislation. Yeah, you're probably talking about Clinton. Oh man, I would recommend anybody reading that book by Christopher Hitchens called No One Left to Lie To. It's funny, I really liked his, there was I guess a time in the late 90s when a lot of these writers were like, well, I'm going to write like I'm a detective. I'm going to write like this is a detective novel. Or like it's a 50s tabloid where they're doing all these catty. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that from Hitchens. I would hate being in an improv troupe with Aaron Brown. He would steal the show.
I would. Do you want to be in troupe with me?
I don't know. What would our name be?
We would be called the Street Dogs.
The Street Dogs.
Yes, after those dogs that I was shoving.
Okay. We love the Beta Boys. I think we're going to make more Beta Boys episodes. If you don't already have one, everyone get a library card. You can get audiobooks for free. Yeah. I have a thing called Hoopla, where you can put in your library card. And you get free audiobooks. Oh, is Julie? Julie, are you there? Julie, unmute yourself.
Julie, unmute.
Hi.
What's up, Julie? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Is this the same Julie that we talked a couple days ago?
Patreon.
Yeah. So you had a victory in your community. Can we hear about it?
Right. So, some people may have, been on the live show when we were talking about the fact that Amazon was trying to build its headquarters on sacred indigenous land in South Africa.
Right. I remember this. Yes.
Yeah. So, we basically had a court case against the private developer. And this is like part one of our court action. And wow, I can't believe we actually won because it's kind of against all odds, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they fighting really hard in court? Are they doing a bunch of sneaky court stuff?
The court stuff was.
Are you not allowed to
court
talk
stuff
about it?
was weird.
Okay.
No, we can talk about it. Like the whole thing was televised as well, but it's like, hey, this is sacred indigenous land. You can't build here. And then they were like, yeah, but you know, there are so many economic benefits, and it's like, oh, you mean for you?
But this is just too good. We gotta bulldoze that land, that sacred indigenous land, because there's just so many opportunities for us. They say kind of under the for us. That's just for what did you just say? Oh no, nothing. Did you say it's for us? Yeah, we did. We did. So they're obviously really into building on this land because it's gonna be good for them.
Exactly, like they would have got maybe a few billion rand from it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like what, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Mm.
So there is still a part two, which is like the big part. But I mean, it's kind of like when you were talking about Dave Rubin like selling out. It's like, you know, you also had like groups that kind of sold out, and they were like, we want this development. You know,
Right.
even though it's on indigenous land. But we want to have it so that there's a media center that talks about indigenous history. So it's like destroy the land
Mm-hmm.
and then put up a media center like
That's sort of like that REI thing where the lady did a land acknowledgement thing before they were like gonna try to destroy the REI union. It's like the same kind of thing, like, yeah, like we're gonna do everything to hurt you people, but at the same time we're gonna do all the kind of like the kind of stuff that makes it look like we care about this stuff. It's so insulting. I would rather, if you were trying to destroy my land or whatever, I'd rather you just say, hey, I'm trying to destroy your land, you know? That's so much more respectful than just like, oh no, like actually, you know, oh, we really care about this land we're destroying, you know, like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's like extra psychotic, like I'm gonna like plant a little kiss on your forehead before I shoot you, you know?
Right, exactly.
Like,
exactly. Well, how do you feel about this going forward? Are you confident about that you guys will be able to fight this, or what do you think's gonna happen?
it's a bit of a, I mean, yeah, it really does feel like going up against all odds. And like, if I can tell you that, like, there've been death threats, there've been all kinds of like, yeah, it's been scary. There've been smears against people, you know, so we're also fighting that. And then basically, yeah, I think we feel good about it, but we still have like a lot of work to do. Yeah, because now we basically have to prove, because the court case was to stop them from bulldozing and building there. Now we have to prove that the land should be protected. So this is like the bigger, more important fight.
Oh, sounds like a lot of work, but I think what you're doing is so admirable. You're doing the right thing, and I hope, will you keep us updated on what's happening with this?
Yeah, I'll keep you updated. Yeah, and Jeff Bezos is aware because what is it, Washington Post, or what newspaper does he own?
Washington Post?
I think so. They ran a story about it, so that means he knows.
Oof.
But like, yeah, he's too much of a chicken to say anything about it.
He's going all Hearst on this thing, and he's using his propaganda arm. Unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope it goes your guys' way. I think it will. But keep us updated so that people can actually know the truth about what's going on. Okay.
Sweet. I will do that. Yeah.
all
and
right.
you take care.
Wait,
All right.
Julie, how are you doing? Are you okay? All right, how's your mental state? Are you okay?
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
You sound a little
Yeah.
bit. You sound a little bit like this is weighing on you.
I mean, yeah, it is weighing on me, you know? It is. Like this is the biggest company in the world, and like it's a bunch of activists against this company.
Right.
And yeah, it does weigh on you. Like you know, you learn a lot, and it keeps life interesting, I guess. But yeah, but I've got cats, so they keep me sane and they look after me. And
Very good.
yeah.
All right.
And then your video is also amazing.
Oh, thanks, Julie.
Insane.
Thanks. You're doing like female Ben Shapiro. You're plugging like I paid you to plug my crap, and in this.
Yes.
Very good. All right. Well, Julie, thank you so much for talking to us. What you're doing, you're very you're a sort of a you're a figure we can all look up to for what you're doing, and keep us updated. All right.
I'll do that. And thanks for the kind words.
Bye, Julie.
Okay.
Bye, Julie.
Hey, man, what's going on?
And who's this?
Who do you think it is, you dumbass?
Ben Shapiro?
No. What? No. How about no?
No, that's even worse.
Okay, how about no, dude?
Okay, so this is
Jeff Bezos.
Okay. So did you hear what Julie was just saying? That you're up to some stupid crap?
Yeah. She's probably right.
Okay. So you acknowledge what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah, what I'm doing is probably pretty wrong. But the thing is that...
Is that you?
I don't
care.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care, dude. You know?
Who do you think you sound like?
One of the jackass guys, I think.
Okay. Whose name is?
Wee Man?
No.
What do you think, Johnny Knoxville?
No. You know who you sound like.
Let me think. The big guy, the giant, kind of big guy.
No, come on.
Dave England? What is that guy's name?
You're dancing around it.
Okay, Steve-O. I sound like Steve-O.
Yeah, you do. You sound like Steve-O. So why are you trying to bulldoze this indigenous land in South Africa?
Well, okay. Can I speak really?
Yeah.
This is not live, right?
No, it's not.
I think there's buried treasure down there.
You think there's buried treasure?
Yeah, I think there might be. I think there might be some doubloons or something down there.
What makes you say that? Doubloons?
Yeah, what is a doubloon? The word doubloon sounds like something you can eat, doesn't it?
Doubloon? Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, like, oh, I want a chocolate doubloon.
Yeah, that actually does make sense, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, so anyway, I want to bulldoze that land. One, because, I think it's funny for some reason.
You think it's funny?
Yeah, I don't know why, dude. I don't know why, bro. But I think it's funny to just, people are like, oh, no, they're like,
That's disgusting, Jeff Bezos.
I'm a weird guy. Have you seen that picture of me where I have that tight, like, Pitbull 305 Mr. Worldwide shirt on?
Yeah.
What do you think when you see that picture?
I think that, like, someone like you, doesn't really know how to spend the endless money that you have very well.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think. Sometimes I look at all that money, I'm just like, why? Like, why do I have this? I don't even know. I'm like, look at the shirts I buy. I'm using this money to buy the stupidest looking shirts I can find,
Yeah. So, well, I'm going to say I don't think it's funny to bulldoze indigenous land.
Well, sense of humor is different for everybody. You know what I like?
What? What do you like?
When people explain comedy, like why something's funny.
Uh-huh.
And so, let me do a little explanation, is that people have different views of what's funny, and to me, bulldozing indigenous land is funny, and everybody is entitled to their own view of what's funny.
You're losing me, Jeff Bezos.
All right, I gotta go buy some ill-fitting shirts. Bye-bye.
Okay. Good God. What a bad guy, man. Not a guy who we want to have that much money, probably.
Walk away, let you live without a trace. When I stand here taking every breath with you. Ooh, you're the only one who really knew me at all.
Who is this?
How can you just walk
Jimmy
away
Milligan
from
and
me?
Jeff Kessler.
All that I can do is watch you leave. 'Cause we shared the laughter and the pain. We even shared the tears.
Bed made of money.
You're the only one who really knew me at all.
And it makes me cry to even look at him.
Take a look at me now.
It is a little bit weird.
There's just an empty space.
Can't do this anymore,
There's
man.
nothing left here to remind me. Memory of your face. Take a look at me now.
Damn, this guy's good.
There's just an empty space. You coming back to me.
All right, check out, what are these guys' names? Jimmy Milligan and Jeff Kessler doing the Phil Collins cover. Pian, are you there?
Hello?
P, we got PP on the line. What up, P?
Pete and Brown in the toilet. Pete and Brown in the toilet.
P, what up? You're a classic guest. What is going on with you?
Not much. I've been up to my usual art shenanigans and stuff like that.
A lot of people somebody came on last stream and they were like, you got to check out Pian's work. They're saying it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, the toiletist.
Yes. He's bought some of your stuff, and he actually messaged me. So he was on the stream. He said everybody should check out Pian's work, and then a couple days later he messaged me and he said that you rug pulled the whole thing. Is this true?
Am I doing the rug pull thing? Yes.
Okay, so this guy was nice enough to say, hey, check out Pian's work, and then you rug pulled his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, P. But that, you know what? That's classic P, though, I think.
Yeah, I've been chatting with him on he's on this screen printing venture of his new
cool
found passion, and because I've done that for years, I've been giving him tips, and we were talking. I don't know if he wants to do this anymore. Maybe he'll come on sometime again, but he wanted you to perhaps print shirts, and I know how difficult it is, and I know not that I just think that you probably wouldn't do it. There's so many little things that can go wrong, and
it seems like a lot of work to do home screen printing. But I would, if somebody, people are just talking about Peter Gabriel now in the chat. But if somebody wants to do their own screen printing, I'd be down to they get to keep the money or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but I do wish him all the luck with that. He does make some cool designs for shirts, so.
All right. And despite your respect for him, your artistic admiration for him, you still rug pull his ass.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's like the tablecloth on a table, and all the dishes stay in place.
It's like the dishes stay for you, but for everybody else is the cloth. So they all get pulled, but you're in place. You're doing fine.
You know, it'd be funny if I did the rug pull and I took everyone's socks with it.
Oh,
but nothing.
Very good. I like that.
I have a couple recommendations. A new movie recommendation that's actually out that people can go watch.
Oh hell yeah! What is it?
The Worst Person in the World. Have you seen it yet?
No, but I heard about that. I've been seeing a lot of ads for it. Is it good?
To be honest, I haven't seen it yet either. But
Oh,
this
here
is
we go.
again from Adam YMS. We share very very similar tastes.
Yeah,
in
you and
movies.
YMS have very similar movie taste.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's probably good if he thinks it's really good. Denzel Curry's new album, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future, is really good.
Denzel Curry. I haven't heard.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. That album's really good. I suggest that. And if I could do a sweater recommendation.
Hell yeah.
Do
Clean
you
for me
know-
to actually wash mine.
Yeah. No. Do you know like the style? It's like loop back cotton or loop back jersey. It's a type of like way that the sweater is knit, where it feels. Do you know how some sweaters some sweatshirts you get and like you buy from the store and they're really soft at first, and like even if you like air dry them or like eventually it gets a little rougher, sometimes you have to wear a t-shirt under.
Yeah.
It's
It's like that?
found that with loop back cotton, it's very like breathable and comfortable.
More comfortable than non-loop back.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Loop back cotton. I'm gonna check that. Where could I get some of this loop back cotton sweaters? H&M.
You can get it at Independent Trading Company.
Okay.
Just search loop back, one word.
Okay.
And did you see the David Pacman and Michael Knowles?
No, but somebody was putting that in the chat. They debated each other or something.
Oh my god, I wanted a Michael Knowles' like smug smile when like David is like countering him is one of the most punchable faces that you'll ever see.
It's sort of fascinating that there are people who could watch that guy and think anything besides like this guy's an annoying little turd. But isn't David Pacman? Isn't what's the other guy's name? Knowles? Isn't he kind of just like an evil David Pacman?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
They're all sort of like if somebody melted. Like Jimmy Dore is a melted Sam Cedar. Michael Knowles is a melted David Pacman. Like somebody left these guys in a hot car, during the summer, and that's where they get their views.
Yeah. And one last thing, then you can flush me. Could I possibly audition for your soundboard?
Absolutely. Do you want to say it now? Hold on, let me get a clean recording. Okay, if you want to say it now, go for it.
I have a couple things.
Okay.
In this economy? And, dang, daughter, where'd you acquire that?
Really good. Okay. Where are we at time? Hold on. We are at, what is this? Where are we at time-wise? 1:48, about 1:48. Okay, I'm going to write this down. 1:48, peeing saying some shit. Okay. All right, Peeing. Yeah, you're a drop now. You're forever immortalized in a low viewership YouTube channel.
And actually one final thing. Hit the link in the description, P and stuff, to recommend a movie, and also visit my store if you like art. I make surrealist art, like different flower stuff. It's cool. You should check it out.
Definitely check out Pian's work. He's not only a good artist, but he's a good person.
Oh, thank you so much.
Bye bye,
Well.
PP. Love you.
Love you.
Bye bye.
He's doing what we call the Zizek method.
The Zizek method? What's that?
Well, we described earlier. It's to box out the whole conversation.
Do you think Pian was...
He was like, hold on, I got the things to say now, like I do. I'm like, oh, hold on, I want to talk about Trotsky and then, dominate the whole crap.
I don't think he was. I think he was just trying to, he had some stuff he wanted to talk about.
He's like, oh, I got 20 more things to say. This is the Zizek method at its purest. Someone's like, oh, hey, I have something I want to chime in. And you say, no, I'm going to talk 15 more minutes straight.
Okay. He's giving Pian a hard time. Good drops from Pian, too. In this economy. Oh, okay. We got to get her on. Ladies and gentlemen, a crowd favorite, many say. Chipston. Chipston, are you there?
Hi, I'm here. Oh my god, I made it. I got rear-ended, so I almost did not make the show.
You got rear-ended?
Yeah.
Oh boy. What happened?
So, I mean, you live in a city, so you know this type of traffic where it's kind of like you're bumper to bumper, and sometimes like the person in front will just like stop abruptly, and so you stop, but the person behind you is not paying attention, and boom.
God, did you get out of your car and were you like fuming at them like? What
No.
are you doing?
No, I mean, I did go, and then we went to a shopping center, and I got out, and the guy was like, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, well, I mean, we just have to call the cops, so I called the cops. Surprisingly, look, guys, I live in Virginia, and for people who live at least, like, in the East Coast, you know that there's always cops in every goddamn corner to give you a speeding ticket. But somehow, when you get into an accident, it takes them, like, freaking forever to go get you.
Right.
It's like, it's so insane how unreliable when those things happen they are. But anyway, the cop got there and he's like, yeah, I mean, there's no need for a report. I'm just gonna take pictures of each other's like insurance and stuff. And I was like, what? Like, me and the guy were like, what?
You kept saying you kept
gonna file a report.
You know what? I like the chat because they can just kind of be the id of the show. Because you kept saying rear-ended, and everybody like had to say RM is trying hard not to make a joke about anal.
Dude.
So like maybe that's the good part about being rear-ended is that you can you have that joke. Now you have that joke that you can pull out.
I was hanging out with a friend when I was coming back home, and then I got in the accident, and I wrote I got rear-ended, and he was like, what?
What's the perfect response? Like you say, oh, I got rear-ended, and he could be like I don't want to hear about your personal life or something like that.
Well,
isn't that between you and your...
I mean, I'll be real. It was a date. It was a date, so I don't think that matters.
Okay. Or,
I mean, if anything, he'd be like, excuse me.
Or it could be like, okay, now I think I got it. If Chippy texts you and says that she got rear-ended, you could say, I don't want to hear about your Bumble dates. How about that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, but I mean, he is a Bumble date. So I mean, if anything, he's like, excuse me, I'm the one who should.
Oh, no. Then for him, he says, I don't want to hear about your other Bumble dates.
Yeah, your other Bumble dates.
I don't want to hear about the Bumble juggling that you're doing.
You know, that is kind of crazy. It was kind of funny. Like I started Bumble dating one guy who I went to go see the Batman with. Super nice guy.
Yeah.
And then I met this guy, and so it's not that I'm like Bumble jumping or anything, because the other guy, like, he's like busy now or whatever. And anyway, it's like nothing serious. We've literally just gone shopping together.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of weird. I haven't been in the scenario where it's like multiple people at once, so this is kind of odd.
So
Yeah.
you're kind of like you're throwing out the net, sort of, and you feel.
Yeah.
It sounds like you feel a little guilty about it.
I do. I mean, maybe it's just me. Like, I'm usually one of those people, like, if I meet one person, I'm like, oh, so I'll just stick with this one person. But I feel like that's kind of unrealistic, obviously.
Right,
You know,
right.
dating is not about just one person, and that's it.
It's
Unless it's something serious, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's such a tough thing because you never know. What if it works out with one of these people, and then, like, you know, it's like years later you're in a relationship or whatever, and you're like, oh, by the way, like, you were one of many. Well, maybe that's like flattering, you know, if it's like there were other guys who wanted to date me, and you defeated them all.
All right, I have a question for you.
Well, yeah,
this is just something that happened to me, and it was extremely awkward. So I meet this person. It's the first time we go out or whatever, and we're vibing and everything. I usually don't kiss on the first date.
Perverts.
Right?
You do really? What? That's like a rule for you?
It's not that it's like a rule. If I feel like it's okay, then I do it. But usually, like, I don't necessarily feel that in the first date because I'm just meeting you.
Right.
Usually, like, maybe like second date, I'm like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna kiss your face.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good.
You know,
that's a pretty good
but-
rule. I was gonna say that's a pretty good rule of thumb, but that's a pretty good rule of lip. That's a pretty good rule of lips.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want them to think that I just want to, like, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But what was funny is that this time, usually the guy doesn't. The guys I've been with, they wait till, like, I make them, or like they wait to see that I'm, like, giving them, I guess, the signs or whatever.
Mhm.
But this guy on the first day, like, immediately just, like, grabbed my face and
And he went for it.
yeah.
Wow.
And, like, I don't know why I took me so by surprise that I wasn't able to say, like, no.
Oh no. Oh man.
And so whatever, it just happened. What was so awkward is that my reaction was just like, when I get, like, freaked out or, like, nervous for some reason, my reaction is just to, like, laugh.
Mm-hmm. So
He was like, "Why are you laughing?"
Oh damn. So this guy kissed you and you laughed in his face.
Literally, I laughed on his lips.
So did this kill the vibe? Was he weirded out?
He thought it was cute. He was like, "Oh, it's cute," because I guess he thought he's like, "Oh, it's like she's blushing or whatever." But my face was like wet from the kiss.
Oh boy. Wow. Well, like, you know, I mean, you know, as long as
I just bring this up because you're a man, so I need to hear a man's perspective on this.
if a girl laughed in my face like that,
Yeah.
I think it's probably fine because I think you're right.
It wasn't a season, sorry.
Was it as? Oh damn, yeah.
It was shady, but no, it wasn't a scene. It wasn't even like that. We were, like, in my car, actually listening to one of your streams.
Oh no way. What did he?
So you were, like, in the background as he just put his face on my face.
Somebody says you should call the cops on this guy.
No.
Well, that's you know what? Like, it's all kind of vibe dependent, you know. Like, did it seem like he skipped some steps at all, or was
no? Honestly,
the vibe
we were
was
laughing. We were watching the Beta Boys. We were laughing,
Holy shit.
having
Wow.
fun because
See-
we were watching the show, like the episodes. Because I was like, dude, you don't know who the Beta Boys are, dude? You're so out of, like, touch.
Oh damn. Okay, so like we were talking about with Ben Shapiro, you know, he has this female Ben Shapiro plugging his stupid crap.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll have Chippy. You go on Bumble dates to plug all this crap. How about that?
Yeah, just with this new guy.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard for him to watch. Like, he's like, the clips are too long, and I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, just watch it, you'll understand. And he's like,
Deal
the clips are
breaker.
too long.
Deal breaker.
It's true.
So
mhm.
let's get the I want to do a vibe check on this, right? So, like,
Yeah.
so the vibes are right. The vibes were on point during this date. What was going through your head? Were you like, this guy's cool? You know, was him going for the kiss totally unexpected? Were you kind of on the fence about him, or was it all good? Was it all worked out?
So I mean, we went on a second date.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that it's just happening like I'm not prepared. So like in the second date he did it again where he just kind of grabbed my face and
wow.
And this time I would say I reciprocated a bit more, but it was still
you didn't dead so you dead fished it the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made like more like lip movement this time because I was like, but it's just I don't know, like to me like he's nice, like
right.
I feel like we're just getting to know each other, so like I didn't feel like we were at that point of like you could grab my face.
Is this guy cute?
He went all slobbery.
Is this guy? Oh, he went. Okay, so he's doing very. There's a lot of moisture in these kiss. Wow.
This last time I was like.
Wow.
Once I was like far away where he couldn't see me, I was like, I had to get like a napkin and like.
Maybe he has some. Maybe he's got some overactive saliva glands or something.
I guess.
Is this guy? Would you call this guy a cutie patootie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The thing. He's
Look. I feel like I have to. Here's the thing. I'm really trying hard. I'm trying hard to look at the personality. I feel like when I first started dating, it was all about the looks.
Right.
And now I'm trying to be better.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So his personality is great. I do think he's cute because his personality. So I feel like if you like somebody's personality, then they're cute. I just think that it's like it is like a little intense starting off.
Yeah, he sounds like he really went for it. He yeah, but you know what? Like, what if he went in for the kiss, this first kiss, but his lips are just like completely tight. He's just like it's not even like a kiss. It's more just like he smashes his like tight lips on your that'd be pretty equally weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you know, this is a bit of a tightrope that he's walking. You know?
Yeah. No, but he's a really nice guy.
Tell him to ease up on that. Hey, say ease up on the wetness on these kisses. you pervert. Say that too.
Yeah, maybe my mouth is too small. Maybe also, I don't know. Dude, here's the thing. I was such a late bloomer.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember like in high school, I only did like peck kisses.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, please don't make fun of me. My first ever tongue kiss, I was like 21.
Wow.
In college.
Wow.
And it was so like incredible. I remember thinking I was like I remember going, am I doing okay? And the guy was like, you're good. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I was always scared because I'm like, I've never done that.
You know what that why is that so taboo to just ask? Like, am I doing a good job at this? You know?
Good job.
That's what we should ask whenever you're kissing somebody or you're out on a date. Just be like, hey, am I doing a good job at all this stuff?
Well, and the other thing too, so he was a bit older than me. I think he was like 26.
Oh, pervert alert.
And of course he like he's like a hoe. He was like a hoe before. And I was like,
mad.
Oh my God. Like, we're about to kiss. This guy's gonna be like, I'm done with this girl immediately. Like, yeah. Especially like after he told me half of the conquest. That's probably why it didn't work out, because this man, unless he was lying, this dude was a hoe.
He was going on and on about his hoeing.
Yeah, no, like, cause I told him like,
it's kind of weird.
I like literally just lost my like virginity like literally like a couple months ago.
Wow.
Because that's when I lived in Texas.
Oh, okay. And so this dude's like, he's like, yeah, but I lost my virginity when I was, I lost my virginity a decade ago. Like he said something like that.
Yeah, it was super weird. But
So-
anyway, yeah, like, sorry guys, I'm a late bloomer.
It's all good. So you think there might be something with this wet mouth guy?
I mean, look, we're just hanging
Start
out at
out,
this
just
point.
hanging out. Yeah.
And then this new guy, he hasn't done that. So
Wait, Chippy, what's a
okay.
good? What did you said you guys went shopping? Like, what's a good like first date? If somebody wanted to, if one of these perverts in the chat wanted to take Chippy on a date, what would be a good first date?
So I mean, so the first day we went to see the Batman, which usually movies is kind of hard as a first date because you can't talk.
Bad first
right?
date. Bad first
And
date.
so that's why afterwards we kind of like, it was really cold, so we just kind of hung out in my car, watched like the Beta Boys and talked. And then but this time we went to Old Town, and we went like to thrift stores because he said he really liked like thrift stores. So I was like, oh, there's a lot here, let's go like find some so you can see like little trinkets. Like I guess he likes like trinkets, like glasses and stuff like that. And so we did that, and we kind of like talked. I got to do weird like accents. We went to like oh my god, it was like
You did some of your
Patagonia.
You did some of your MAGA comedy material for him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I did my Peaky Blinders accent.
Oh hell yeah!
So we
That
went to
perfect
Patagonia.
British accent.
Yeah, we went to Patagonia, and they have like these like meal kits or like survival kits or whatever, and I was just reading them in my Peaky Blinders accent, and he was like, oh my god, you're so bad.
You know what he was doing? He's doing when you were doing that. He's blocking you on Bumble. He was blocking you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like now, if I try to contact him again, I'm blocked. Oh, I love that British guy. He said you gotta kiss a lot of moist frogs before you find the prince.
Exactly. Yeah.
Guys, what if that British guy is my prince, but because he lives in England, it's like it'll never work.
That's a tough one.
It's like unrequited love.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But who knows? Maybe this current guy could go somewhere. You never know. You never know. He seems to not like the Beta Boys. He doesn't like the program. He hates it.
By the way,
what if he makes you choose? He's like, either those shows or me. What do you do?
Oh, I choose you over him.
Right.
I'm sorry,
Very
you
flattering.
know,
All right.
like I literally have stands. Like, I have stands right now. So like,
Yeah, you have-
me
I
have
think
to
you have-
abandon my stands?
I think you
No.
honestly have a bigger following on this stream than I do. You know what I mean?
I'm more popular than you? I doubt it. I doubt it. But I do have one Chippy report since PN and somebody else already talked about Michael Knowles and freaking Davy Paxton.
Oh, yeah.
Well-
I'm not gonna watch that. That just sounds
Dude,
there's
don't
something.
watch it. It was so annoying, dude. Like, like David Paxton at David Pacman, sorry, at the end was like, okay, again, this is just like many interviews that I've done that just there's no substance, at least to nothing. So bye. Basically, that is literally it. It was such a waste of time for him.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of agree with you. Like, you know what was annoying to me? Like Michael Knowles was saying, you know, like we send invitations to leftists all the time, and they never come to the show, which is such a lie.
Right.
Like I'm pretty sure if like they invited you, you would go.
I mean, yeah. Well, the one thing though is like, so they were doing a debate, right? Oh wait, hold on, Chippy. I gotta read this. It's from Cassandra.
Read it.
Hello, fellow creep cretins and preverts. Couldn't really properly drop in this week because my partner had a stroke. Jeez, Cassandra. I hope they're hope they're okay. God damn. But it is fine. Okay, good. But it's fine and back home now. Okay, thank God. Jeez. But love you all and we'll drop in properly next week. Okay, good. Yeah, let us know what's up. Jeez, a stroke. Yikes.
Yeah.
Cassie, I hope everything's okay. Well, geez. Well, anyway, what I was gonna say is like, you know, if you're debating some like weird, it's a debate, right? That they were doing.
Uh-huh.
If you're,
I mean, yeah, they were debating the Ketanji, Ketanji Brown or
Mhm.
Jackson. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But the Supreme Court nominee, you know, she's been going through the hearings, and they were debating like how Republicans were like, you know, questioning her like child porn like sentencing, even though
Right.
like all her sentencing is like based on like Congress fucking like rules.
It's
which is
honestly really creeping me out. Like there's a video that I put up today about Tim Pool talking about cuties. Like it's been like a weird wave of these people doing this weird thing where they're accusing everybody to be like a pedo and stuff, and it's just like,
Yeah.
man, like that's like probably the most serious crime, like one of the top most serious heinous crimes, and they're just kind of throwing that around at like these people are like they're and they've done that for a
Well,
while. I mean, they're
right, because that was like how what they used to do, like, and they still do with the LGBTQ community.
Yes.
Like they didn't want gay people working in schools because, you know, they're pedophiles.
exactly
So,
right.
which is insane.
Yep.
But like
Perverts.
The what made me laugh, and I was looking into it because at first, you know, when I was listening to it, like when you don't have the context, it does look bad, right? Like when you don't have the context and background to what they're talking about, it sounds like the sentencing she did was bad. But when you actually look at what she was saying, which is based on like minimum time that they gave to people who have child pornography, that I guess at some point they determined that the fact that they were giving the same amount of time to people who make pornography to people who have it, they felt like that wasn't right. Obviously, you know, like our like judicial system is like a mess, but apparently Congress make these determinations of what should be a maximum of sentencing, right? And obviously, like judges need to look at what the maximum is. They obviously need to look at the evidence. They need to look at what the prosecutor turns in, the defendant, and all that stuff, and then determine what should be the obviously the sentencing. And so that's what she was saying of how she determined it. But what made me go insane is that those determinations were done in 2012, right? Apparently this was dealt with in 2012 in Congress, and I'm pretty sure that some of the people that voted for that are right now trying to tear her apart, like Lindsey Graham, freaking Ted Cruz. They all, I'm pretty sure, voted for those like minimum sentencing guidelines. So
yeah,
it's like,
I mean,
you're being a hypocrite.
You could only look at like you can only look at all of American government now through the lens of what spectacle are they trying to create. Like that's pretty much it.
The question on Lindsey Graham, what's your religion? Like what's your faith? What does that matter? That shouldn't matter when you're a lawyer. The thing that David Paxton and Michael Knowles were debating is because one of them asked her, could you define what the term woman, right?
Right.
And she said, I can't, from the parameters that you've given me, I can't define that. I'm not a biologist, she said. And she's like, wow, so like as a woman, like you can't define that. And she's like, well, no, like as a judge, like as a lawyer, I get given two arguments, and from those arguments, I determine what, you know, which one is correct or not, and whatever the decision should be. And so, yes, if like, I guess, you know, something about like transgender comes up, right? Where obviously one of the arguments that's gonna be put out there is what can be defined as a woman. Then I guess we can have that discussion. But like, it isn't up to her to determine what a woman is. It's up to like a scientist or like a biologist. And like, woman can be so many things, you know?
Right.
Like biologically, literally, like it's what I was telling my mom. Like there are women that are considered women, but like for example, they don't have ovaries, they can't bear children. So like by that logic, are they women?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's people that think that a woman is a woman because they can have children, right?
Right.
So it's like it's semantics, but they're just trying to put her like I guess in the spot, you know.
Yeah, it's just pure nonsense. I saw somebody tweeted because also Ted Cruz held up a copy of that book, The End of Policing, which I would recommend. Actually, I saw the Verso Books, who publishes that book. They're like having better sales on that book now that he.
Same with the anti-racist baby book. I think it's like the #1 book right now.
yeah. But I think it's funny because like somebody tweeted like, oh, like maybe Ted Cruz should read that book or something implying like, oh, Ted Cruz is getting close to understanding something, and it's like,
no,
you know, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm pretty sure Ted Cruz has at least the capacity to like, you know, whatever. Ted Cruz is Ivy Leaguer, right? Like, I mean, it's not that these people don't understand. It's just that like it's not. It's not materially advantageous to them. Like Ted Cruz could, he probably already understands everything that that something like The End of Policing is gonna say. He just doesn't give it. He doesn't care. He just doesn't give a shit because he's, you know, he's a cynical opportunist. You know, like they don't. These people don't. They don't. I don't know. It's funny to see people trying to grapple with this stuff and think that like these people a lot of them aren't putting on a show, or that there's like something real, like, you know, like like Ted Cruz is just accidentally an idiot or something. Like, no, he's a con artist, you know, like
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, and apparently they caught him like I guess after he did all that stuff, like he would wait a while and then look up his name to see if he made it like in the news or something.
Remember when
it's all election shit. This is all for elections.
Also, remember when Ted Cruz accidentally liked like a porno tweet?
He's the best. But I just wanted to point out Emperor Grampatine made a great point. Femininity is a mental quality, not a physical one.
Yeah.
Yes, like, and also like words, like I think David Paxton, dude, I keep calling him Paxton.
David Paxton, yeah.
He said it best. It's like dictionaries and like definitions of words really mean nothing because they change all the time. Like gay back in the day meant happy, and now gay for most people, while it still means happy, for others it just means homosexuality. Like I'm gay, like it's an identity now. So it's like words change in meaning. Like someday woman might mean something else. Like it's just, it doesn't matter in terms of like words. You know what I mean?
Well, it's funny when they try to do the chromosomes thing, when they're like, oh, a woman, like it's just funny to watch these people try to grapple with it because it's like, okay, what's a woman? And they're like, well, a woman is born with certain genitalia or whatever. Well, it's like, well, you know, they've been doing sex reassignment surgery since the 50s, basically. And then they're like, oh, okay, no. Now we change it to chromosomes. And it's like, okay, so you're going to check people's chromosomes in these bathroom things that you're worried about, and it's like, no, we can't do that. Okay, so what you're talking about is kind of useless, and then they're like, yeah, it is.
You know, the bathroom shit is so ridiculous, right? When you're in a bathroom, like the only way I'm gonna know, like, okay, if RM, you go into the woman's bathroom,
which
right?
I do, yes.
It's the stall.
Yeah.
Unless I'm looking into the stall, I'm not gonna know that you're in there.
Right.
So basically, what these mofo's are saying I'm gonna take the doors of the stalls off, or like put cameras to make sure that like And
Right.
trans women don't go in there. Like, mind your own business. What are you doing? Looking over the stalls to see if what their genitalia is? That is none of your business anyway.
Well, I do this thing where I believe there's sort of a war, boys against girls. You know, like I'm still kind of
Per
in that
usual.
mentality. Yeah, I'm sort of in that like second grade mentality of boys versus girls. So one thing I do is I go into the girls' bathroom and I'll go into the stall and I'll make it sound like I'm taking like the giantest dump. So I'm like, I'm like doing all that stuff, and I do that to make it seem like girls are more gross, you know, because I'm doing that boys against girls war, you know.
Yeah.
And that's sort of my version of like a psyop against girls, you know what I mean?
Ooh, optimistic avocado made a point. These mofos drop. First of all, I've made so many beautiful drops unintentionally.
Have you? Do you want to do? If you want to do one, you do one real quick.
I'll do it right now.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me get back on that like angry state so it comes out.
Okay, go for
just
it.
right. Okay. Those mofos. These mofos. Whichever one's better.
All right. Perfect. All right, Chippy, I'm gonna
wait. One more.
Okay,
One more.
Fire away.
It's really quick. There's a guy in South Carolina, 79 years old, that saves a 29-year-old from drowning, and I guess the 29-year-old was like drunk and like started fighting him, and so the 79-year-old killed him, and now he's getting away with it because it was self-defense.
Oh boy.
So he like saves the guy. The guy's like drunk, probably freaking out. Shoot him.
Chippy, I like this. I think you should do like ultra local stories.
Yeah, I purposely looked up like U.S. just to see what crazy shit happened.
Like stuff in like small, like weird stuff in small towns. I saw this story. I can't remember where it was. Did you see the Kanye the alligator story?
No.
There's some like they named some people at some like, you know, animal habitat or whatever crap. They named this alligator Kanye, but I only read the headline, which was something about that he's like a sex crazy alligator or something.
Oh,
so there's some alligator they named Kanye who's like some kind of a sex maniac. So I don't know. Maybe look into.
Yes,
maybe
I'm
look
looking
into that
it right now. Oh my god.
All right. Well,
but yeah, let me go.
All right, Chippy, keep us updated on these Bumble dates, on this all this pervert stuff you're doing, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye. There we go, Chippy. Ladies and gentlemen, Chipston. Now. Let's see. Oh man! All right, guys. Let's take a few more calls. You know what I mean? What's the other story? That guy. Hold on. There was something about that guy, earlier guest of the show, Mitch McConnell. What was he saying about he wanted to be Asian or something? What did he say? Oh, he has an Asian wife, right? But wasn't he saying something about you can't just decide to be Asian? Did I make that up? Chat, is that right? Did Mitch McConnell say something about that? That he said he was like, you can't just decide to be Asian. Did you say that, Mitch McConnell?
It's me, Mitch McConnell.
Why do you sound like that?
I don't know. I think I'm stuck in some kind of a time warp.
Okay. And what did you say? Something about, like transracialism or something?
Yes. Yeah, what I said was that.
Can you fix your voice?
Is this better now?
Yeah. That doesn't really sound like you, though.
Yeah, hold on. How about this? How about this?
Nah, that's not so good.
What I was saying was that I actually want to be Asian,
You want to be Asian?
Yeah, no. Yeah. You know that guy? You know who I want to be like?
Who? Who do you want to be like?
That guy, Stephen Yoon.
Stephen Yoon?
He's on Walking Dead.
Because why?
Because
he's very
handsome.
Okay, right. Mitch McConnell wants to be Stephen Yoon from The Walking Dead. He's a little turtleman. He's a turtleman. A bit of a turtleman, that guy. Jake the Snake, are you there? Stevie says R.I.P. Razor Ramon.
Stevie? 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 Stevie?
Stephen Universe. Very good. Very good, DMO. Steven Universe.
Stevie?
Can we get back the Shockmaster on the show? Where's the Razor Ramon drop? Yeah.
Oh my god, hello?
Hey, what's up, Jake the Snake?
Holy shit, dude. Okay, I was sitting in the green room
Mhm.
waiting, and I was like, okay, there's some people above me. I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick.
Oh.
Literally get up at the exact right second to miss
You
it.
went to, Jake, be honest, you went to take a dump.
No, it was a quick pee. I've been drinking a lot of water today.
It was number one, not number two?
No, it was definitely number one. I can
I
verify
think,
it, so.
I mean, not to accuse you of anything, but this is a safe, what we call a safe space where you're free to be honest about what number you were doing, you know?
I can be very upfront.
You can tell the truth about
No, it was. I wish it was a 2. It was definitely a 1.
Okay, very good. Well, Jake the Snake, now that we've cleared that up, what's up with you, man?
Stevie?
Oh man, dude, I've been watching your show for like, I don't know, probably 8 months, maybe a year.
Oh wow, thank you,
dude. You're like one of the most underrated. Like, I guess you're technically like a political commentator, you know.
What the
but
fuck is
I mean, in
going on?
general, just super underrated show. Love it, by the way.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, why do all these fat cats like Emma Vigland and all these people get all the views? You know, it's unfair.
True. I was gonna ask you have you ever seen the movie Miami Connection?
Oh yeah, that's a classic. You know what, like 80s sort of cheesy action movie.
Yeah, B-rated movie.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I just rewatched it, and yeah, it's hilarious. I also recently watched, what is it, Kung Pao for the first time.
Kung Pao? I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Dude, that one's wild. Are
you thinking of Kung Fury?
No, Kung Fury is different, but
Okay.
I've seen Kung Fury.
Okay.
It's similar, though. It's
Okay.
like this dude they make this movie
Mhm.
using a bunch of other, like, martial arts movies from, like, you know, the 80s or something.
Yeah.
And then they splice in this dude. They edit him in to all these scenes and all these
Mhm.
random movies, and they make a movie out of it.
That's
So
amazing.
That's also a good one.
That's such a good idea. I love this. Okay, Kung Pao. Miami,
Kung Pao.
two good recommendations: Miami Connection and Kung Pao. I love it. There used to be,
Yeah.
I don't know if this still happens, but there used to be, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but like, there used to be this thing in Austin called Weird Wednesday, where they would show, I think they wrote a book about it actually, but they used to show these movies kind of like B movies, not just Miami Connection, but like really weird movies that were,
like weird indie movies.
Weird. They were usually older, 70s, 60s, whatever.
Mhm.
But they were ones that are really like, I think like a lot of them were impossible to find even on the internet, you know? They were like, they had
wow.
there's like one print and like they would get the print and show it. But the guy who used to run it, and I think he runs another theater now in Austin, but this guy named Lars, who would like, if anybody, like he would literally like physically threaten people if they talked during a movie, like, which I thought was so funny. They're showing these bad like B movies where like half the people are drunk, but he respected these movies so much that he would literally like tell people like, I'm gonna attack you if you don't stop talking. Like,
that's incredible.
I know, yeah, like just so committed to like
it's a dedication.
Yeah, I think that guy really thinks of movies as like a sacred experience, and like when somebody starts talking, you're like you're desecrating something holy, and like, you know, like they deserve to be physically assaulted for that, which I always thought was, and like probably one of the first I think it was like, yeah, it was one of the first of those I ever went to, and I'm sitting in the theater, and I'm sitting next to this like frat dude, you know, just by chance, sitting next to this frat dude who's like loudly talking next to this girl, you know, to this girl, and he's like being really loud and annoying, and that guy comes over to him and he says, hey, if I hear you talking again, I'm gonna choke you right here. And I was like, oh, and I'm like, oh no, am I gonna get involved in this if this altercation happens?
He's gonna flush him IRL.
Exactly. Yeah, an IRL flush, man. I don't want to get him any of that on me.
Yeah, I'm from Portland, and
showing off.
Showing off.
You're showing off a little bit you're from a place that a lot of people want to live.
Yeah, I mean, I was born here.
Oh, okay.
But and I'm not technically Portland. I'm Vancouver, which is like right across the bridge in Washington.
Okay.
Anyways, you're familiar with the Room, I'm sure, but they do showings every couple months at this theater in Portland, and like once a year, Tommy Wiseau will show up and do like a meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
And I went one time.
Okay, and what happened? You got into a physical altercation with him.
No, I gave him a hug and his hair went in my mouth.
Oh man.
It was great.
Oh boy, that sounds pretty good. He's one of those guys who, like, you know, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh man, that would be epic to hang out with Tommy Wiseau. But I bet if you did hang out with him after like 10 minutes, he would be like, yeah, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Good luck.
He is a weird dude.
And you would be like, okay, Tommy, I gotta go. I'm done hanging out with you. And then he'd be like, oh wait, man, let's keep hanging out. You know, be like, oh no, dude. And then you would literally have to.
Funny enough,
you would literally have to run away from Tommy.
Yeah, it was almost like that. I was there was like a Q&A that he was doing, and I went up to the mic and I asked him what happened to Lisa's mom, and he was just like, his response was, "Oh, she lived," and I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I started walking back to my seat, and then like halfway back, he goes, "Oh, do you know why?" And I was like, "No, not at all." And he was like, "Oh, 'cause she got better." I said, "Okay."
Oh, that's great. 'Cause she got better. She had cancer, right?
Yeah. She definitely has breast cancer.
And then Tommy Wiseau really had to follow you back to your seat to let you know, oh, it'd be because she got better.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I think that might be the quintessential Tommy Wiseau story.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was the perfect situation.
Do you, Jake the Snake, you live in Portland now?
No, I still live in Vancouver, which is literally like right across the bridge. So like maybe 2 miles north of Portland.
Do you like Vancouver? Or
I
are you
love
like,
Vancouver.
I got to get out of this dump?
No, honestly, like Portland has its issues with homelessness and all that.
So you're one of these elitists. You walk by these.
No.
You walk by them and you're like,
not at all.
Disgusting.
No,
I feel
bad.
Somebody sent me a recording of a video. It's sort of like the Slavoj Žižek eating a hot dog video recording, but it's you walking by a homeless person and you tell them get a job. You said to them.
Yeah, I did send that to them. Guilty.
Man. Okay.
No, Portland in itself is great. Even the homelessness issue isn't really an issue to me. Like I've never had any weird, dangerous, encounters or anything.
Right.
They're all just like, struggling, trying to get by.
Right.
And
but it's
Yeah, other than that, it's beautiful.
You like those? Are you into those legal weed dispensaries?
The dispos.
The dispos.
I am not much of a user myself, so
Right.
my nephew just turned 21, so I went there and I got him some for the first time, and that was actually my first time going into a dispensary by myself.
Oh, that's nice. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good brother. Good brother. You're
Yeah.
living it up in Vancouver. I'm glad to hear it. Keep us updated. Let us know what's up, and I'll talk to you later. Good guy there.
Another great guy, but you could hear in his voice, he does not like homeless people.
No, I think he was just. I don't think he does not like homeless.
Yes, he was thinking, I don't like them. I don't like them. Hey, you get the house. You get the house right now, you piece of crap, he says to them. Then guess what he does next?
I don't want to guess.
He spits on them.
Okay, come on, Slavoy. You can't just make up these things about people.
I can do whatever I want, actually. Oh, I forgot that I live in communist China.
Communist China?
Yes, where you cannot do anything you want except for make a phone.
Okay.
That's what it's like.
Okay.
But it's not like that, because you don't tell me what to do. Guess why?
Why?
Because I'll kill you.
Okay. Man. So it's totally different. Totally different on here than in his crap. Let's read some of these super chats, regular chats. Blow vape cloud into the light. Yeah, I got this weird lighting. Look at that. Many call it angelic lighting. Well, guys, I think we need to keep something in mind. Oh my god. Oh jeez, these ads. Who is this?
How can I just let you walk away? Just let you leave without a trace. When I stand here taking every breath with you. Ooh,
It is a little bit
you're the
weird.
only one who really knew me at all.
Uber cars.
How can you just walk away from me when all I can do is watch you leave?
What the fuck is going on?
Cause we've shared the laughter and the pain, and even shared the tears.
Weird.
You're the only one who really knew me at all.
Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you
So
aware?
take a look at me now.
Hell yeah. Well, guys, let's take a few. Should we take a few more? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Vadim. Don't read this super. Oh, you son of a bitch, man. You got me. You got me. I admit it. You got me. Let's take a few more. Let's take a few more of these super chats. Lil Doc 911, are you there?
Hey, how's it going, sir?
Hey, what's up? What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just got off work. I didn't know you were doing this on Fridays, so this
Yes,
is
yes, yes. Say hi to me too, please. Say hi to me.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Thank you. Ding, ding, ding. That's right. Thank you.
I'm honored. I'm honored to be talking with you two today.
Oh, thanks so much. Well, you just got off of work, correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
How did that go? Was it a good work day, or was it one of these days where you're like, I gotta get out of this job?
Well, I usually watch your show during my lunch break because
Mhm.
it comes out right around my lunchtime. But today I was a little bit busy, so I didn't get a chance to watch. That's why I missed the stream. I didn't know you were doing this on Fridays.
Yeah, I'm trying to start doing it on Fridays because the international community is like, hey, when you do a stream, it's at like 3:45 a.m. my time, and I can't really live like that. So
Oh yeah. That's sweet. That's sweet, man.
So there you go. Yeah. Well, look, I'm sorry to hear that your workday was busy. You maybe wanted to tell these people, hey, let's slow this down so I can watch the videos that I like to watch, you know?
Yeah, because I can only sit on the toilet so much, and it's just flushing flushing toilets.
That's pretty good. That's a good way to get some private time at work. You go into the stall and you're like,
Yeah, right?
yeah, you're like, you say this,
Hey, no one come in here. I'm taking giant dump.
you know, this kind of thing. Well,
Wait,
all
speaking
right.
of people getting flushed, I wanted to ask
Yeah.
Mr. Zizek, the Island Boys have been taking a downturn, and I know that he has a microcorg and he likes the music. I wanted to know what his opinion was on the Island Boys currently.
The Island Boys.
Do you know what I tried to do?
What?
No, what is it?
I tried to do that hair of them, the tube hair.
The tube hair. So he tried to do their hair.
Yes, I thought it was cool. I thought I could get some babes with that kind of hair.
Oh God! And what happened? How did that work out?
My hair melted off.
Oh God! His hair melted off when he tried to do that Island Boy tube hair. Oh, that's too bad. That's sort of a sad story, don't you think? It's a little bit of a sad story, right, Lil
That's
Doc?
unfortunate. That's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry that it happened, dude.
He just wanted to get some babes with some Island Boy tube hair, and all his hair melted off. Jeez.
You got to take that perm out, man.
Well, yeah, he loves the Island Boys, but who doesn't, you know?
Good kids.
Do they have can I actually hear their music? Like, are they more than a meme? Like, do they have like a SoundCloud?
I think they're professional rappers. They're like super professional.
Oh, damn. Could you imagine? Like, well, okay, I'll give you two choices, and you tell me what you would do, okay? Would you?
Oh, no.
Let me say. Would you rather go to a Island Boys show? You have to stay through the whole thing. It's like 2 hours, okay? Or
no bathroom breaks? Wait, nothing like that?
no bathroom breaks, like how you do at work. It's just two. You have to watch them the whole 2 hours. Would you choose them or Bad Baby from the Dr. Phil show?
Oh,
you know that girl, Catch Me Outside. Catch Me Outside. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the Island Boys.
You going Island Boys?
Yeah. I think she, from what I saw, she actually kind of turned herself around and got really popular.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the young kids actually, if she's popular enough that she's quasi decent, so I want to see the cringe. I want to witness the atrocities of this the human race.
Yeah, totally. I wonder if you could touch, if they'll let you, if you could line up after you could touch that tube hair of them,
You might have to wear like some gloves, at least 2-ply.
Exactly. All right. Well, Lil Doc, anything else before you get the flusheroo?
I wanted to ask you a question about some movie stuff.
Yeah.
There was a movie that came out in 2020 with Jamie Foxx with the Project Power, I believe it was.
The Project Power.
Yeah, it was filmed in Louisiana, and I'm from Texas. I'm from Beaumont, so
okay.
I wanted to ask you: do you think it's sort of a cop out to have set pieces in an area to sort of appeal to a people that could sort of circumvent writing? It's like, oh, hey, look, I'm in this place. You know the place. It's where everybody goes. And in terms of maybe having something that's static and not showing popular locations.
You think like they don't depict it in a way that's like kind of how a person who actually lives there experiences it? You think they just do these like landmarks kind of thing? Is that
right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking you like because I've seen some of your content and it's pretty funny for your short bits.
Oh, thanks.
But I was wondering as you're thinking about from a direction point of view, how to establish a shot or send that message to someone. Is it harder to do it in a place that's not recognizable and sort of building that theme?
You know who's really good at this? I would say like somebody like if you watch like a Steven Soderbergh movie, he's really good at like then there's like the Ocean's 11 movies where it's like those are very like postcard shots. But it all depends on like how creative a photographer you are. I mean, you could have I think you're making a really good point though. Like to just show, if let's say you're setting up like, hey, we're in New Orleans, and you just show like Bourbon Street, like that's
they had a Popeyes in the thing and like Casey Neistat was in it. It's like, oh, I know that street. Like, sure, but where's the flow?
Exactly. No, you're making a good point. Like the reason is because it's laziness. They're trying to do like the absolute shortest shorthand for setting up where they are instead of doing like a cool shot of like this is what Louisiana, New Orleans really feels like. That's not a landmark. Is like you have to kind of be a good photographer and good director to do that. And like,
well, in the film, to their credit, they did show a lot of the homes with the X's on them still from the Katrina and Rita incident. So they did a really good job of panning through the city, but they had a lot of those shots that looked like that. You know, the ones, the thing with the animals or the children or whatever, they were singing that song in the arms of an angel. Like, oh, this is a sepia with a child, you're black and white type things. Like, okay, I get it. People are impoverished, but they sort of touched on it a little bit more than a regular sci-fi end of the world film that just shows like the Golden Gate Bridge,
right,
or something. But being as someone from the South, there's not a whole lot of films that sort of show the places where I'm from,
right.
And I'm looking at it from the lens of, oh, look, I know that place, but if you live in New York or San Francisco, you get that every movie.
I have to say one thing, going back to Project Power, I'm looking at it now and there's one good thing that we can definitely both agree on that makes it a good movie, which is that Machine Gun Kelly is in it.
Oh, Lord have mercy, I forgot about that.
Hell yeah. Anything if Machine Gun Kelly is involved,
I totally forgot about that scene.
Is what's her name? Megan Fox, is she totally out of his league, you think? Is that
his league?
His league. Is that a totally is that a one-sided relationship where like he's going to get broken up with and then he'll be devastated, you think?
To be honest, I would hope not. I'm not tooting my own horn. There's definitely been times where I looked across the bedroom and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm lucky enough to be with this person. So it's like, all right. Well, and it eventually just turns into like, oh yeah, you were wrong for making this decision, babe. Sorry. You know, you gave it a shot.
Well,
I've been in Machine Gun Kelly's position before, so you know.
That's a very mature answer. I like that. Well, Lil Doc, love to hear from you. Good contribution. I think this is something to think about. You know, it's like, actually one recommendation I will do for the South, for Louisiana, would be talk about this movie all the time because like nothing's ever really topped it, is the Nicolas Cage Bad Lieutenant Port of Call New Orleans movie that I think probably depicts New Orleans in maybe a way that you might be talking about. So there you go. That's my little contribution.
Awesome. Thanks. I'll have to take a look at it. Thanks for taking the call, brother. I appreciate it.
Later, Lil Doc. Bye. One of the best. I mean, obviously, one of the best scenes in a movie where Nick Cage is smoking crack with Exhibit, and he says, "Shoot that drug dealer again. He's not dead yet. His soul's still dancing." If he got flushed, then he could write another punk album. Megan Fox will leave MGK and start dating Pete Davidson. Yes. That's exactly what'll happen. And then MGK and Pete Davidson will get in a public, like the most annoying public fight. Oh man, Die Antwoord. We're in Chappie. Does Chappie set in a? I only heard that movie was horrible. Is that set in New Orleans? Well, guys, on that note, on that stupid little note, oh, thank you, Ben Javalt, coming in at the end, right at the wire with the 10 bones. With the 10 bones. That song sucks. Well, guys, big shout out to Machine Gun Kelly. I hope it works out. Chappie sucked, somebody says. Pete Davidson was pictured in with Bad Baby in South Beach. I feel like you might be lying about that, J-Bone. Chappie sucked. Oh, Chappie's in South Africa? Okay, so that would make sense with Die Antwoord. We need to help Kanye. I still love that Kanye was calling... Like, Kanye was doing some, oh my god, jeez. Kanye was doing some high school bullying where he was calling Pete Davidson Skeet Davidson, which is the stupidest. It's the stupidest thing. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I look forward to MGK's cover of Against All Odds. Oh, that'll be dope. That'll be dope, epic, man. That'll be dope and epic, bro. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for everybody watching the show. Be back next Friday with live crap.
Yes, we'll be back next time with more crap. Do you know, I have one thing to say about this pop culture crap and Kanye West.
What is it?
I like the Julia Fox.
You like Julia Fox?
I like when she was like, I'm a Josh Safdie. I do impression. Do you want to hear an impression?
Impression of Julia Fox?
Yes. Do you know I was Josh, what's that guy's name?
Josh Safdie.
Do you know Josh Safdie's muse for Uncut Gems?
That's great. Great impression.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Well, thank you to all these amazing guests. And I will see you guys next time on the live stream. God, that lighting is so weird. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.